Hello? Is anyone there? Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I? What is this place? Castle of Dimitrescu? Oh, no, please. No, please, don't take me! Please!
You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
No, please. I'll do anything. Mommy.
Let's see how special you are.
Oh, God, no, please. No.
Starting to go a little stale.
Then let's devour his man-flesh quickly, Mother.
I am the one who captured him.
Now, daughter.
Oh, God.
First, I must inform Mother Miranda. But later, well, there will be enough for everyone. Udama.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Shit.
There you are. All this for a child who isn't even here.
What the hell do... Ah!
You ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! You lay your filthy man-hands on my daughters! And now you even try to steal my property! How dare you! Rest while you can! Because I will hunt you! And I will break you!
Welcome everybody to the show. How are we all? Hey? How are we all? We've got a few people in here, hey? For this one. I wonder why. I'm wondering why there's so many people in here for this one, hey? What could it be? Guys, I hope you're well. As always, Dan here with another live chat. We have chatted to pretty much all of the cast of Resident Evil Village. We've had Neil, who plays Heisenberg. We've had Becca Pruitt, who played Bella. We've had Katie O'Hagan, who played Mia. We've had a bunch of the cast, and we've still got more to go. So if you do want to check that playlist out, you can after this. But are you excited, guys? Lady D herself, Maggie Robertson, one-on-one with Dan, exclusive, first ever one-on-one interview. We're going to go into everything. The fan reaction, the behind the scenes, the hidden lore, you name it. Now I'm in Castle Dimitrescu right now. I'm safe. She's over there. I'm safe for now. All right. So we're all good. Who have we got in here? X-Garbet, Helen, Fear, Curtis, Insane, Charlie, KR, Hockey, Josh. How you doing, Josh, eh? Great to see you in here, man. You guys, if you do want to help support the channel, you can become a member of the channel. Really helps me out, just like Josh, Tio here. Tio, one of our mods. Keeping the chat in check. And we'll be keeping an eye on this chat. It's going a little crazy right now. Oh, shit. Now, if you've got questions for Maggie, Super Chat's probably going to be the best way. I'll try to get to as many as I can, guys. As many as I can. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you'll join me. It's going to be a blast. Now, question for you guys. Who was your favorite villain in the game? Favorite villain? Heisenberg, Moreau. Was it Lady D? Okay, I think I get it. Okay, I think I get it. Kenny, thank you for becoming a member of the channel, mate. Kenny, thank you so much for becoming the best of the best. Welcome. Take a seat in my winery. Have a glass of wine. It's not made of humans or anything. Don't worry. You can tell I've been having fun, can't you? Nearly 4,000 guys, thank you. Please drop a like, subscribe if you are new. If you're a fan of Cyberpunk, we've interviewed the cast of Cyberpunk. If you're a fan of Call of Duty, we've interviewed plenty of the Call of Duty guys. If you're a fan of Red Dead, John Marston, Arthur Morgan, we've done them all, guys. So if you're a fan of this, you can always come back. But guys, back to gaming. Welcome to the best of the best, mate. Great to see you in here. Great to see you in here, mate. I'm not surprised everyone says Dimitrescu. No, I'm not either, Forb. I'm not either. Maybe a better question would have been, who's your favourite villain besides Lady D? Excarbert, come on. Settle down, mate. Settle down. Northern Nerdcast, thank you for joining, brother. Great to see you in here, man. Welcome to the best of the best. And you indeed are, mate. Great interview with Dave. I was checking a bit of it out. Ari, hey Dan, will you sing a song to her? Will I sing a song? Well, guys, I've prepared something special. Some of you would have seen it. Some of you might not have. So, why don't we take a look? I hope you enjoy.
Lady Dimitrescu, you're simply the best. Beautiful, scary, and 9 foot tall. I don't want a slice, I want it all. Oh, Lady Dimitrescu, you're simply the best. It's not a contest. I'd love to be your guest. You might know the corporation of Umbrella, Cassandra, Bella, and Daniela. Ferocious 3 daughters coming at me. I'm scared to death, I'm out of breath. Oh lady, simply the best. Better than all the rest. Oh Lady Dimitrescu, you're simply the best. 9 foot tall and I want it all. Blood around the floor because you're pretty and majestic. I'm cowardly and so pathetic. Unfortunately, it's just genetics. I'm not athletic or cosmetically appealing to you, but I still want to pursue your love, oh Lady Dimitrescu, you're simply the best. Lady, oh Lady, Lady D, Lady D, Dimitrescu, oh Dimitrescu, Dimitrescu, the best. My time has come to acknowledge who you've become. 9 foot tall, vampire and all. You'll suck my blood and drag me through the mud, but I'll get back up, take a sip from the bloody cup, and I'll walk right up to you and say the words, I love you, Lady D. You're making me cry. I don't want to say goodbye. I want you back, oh Lady D, oh Lady Dimitrescu. You're simply the best. It's not a contest. I'd love to be your guest. The corporation of Umbrella, Cassandra, Bella, and Daniela, ferocious 3 daughters coming at me. I'm scared to death, I'm out of my depth. Oh Lady Dimitrescu, you're simply the best. You're 9 foot tall and you want my blood. I'm hoping you think that I'm a stud. Oh Lady Dimitrescu, you're simply the best. I love you. 9 foot tall, I want all of you. Oh Lady, come back to me. I'm running towards you, not away. I love you.
Oh, God. So emotional. Oh, goodness me. I'm so sorry, guys. That was an incredible song that I put together, if I don't say so myself. And you can find that on YouTube on my channel, Lady D Tribute, if you want to go back and watch that. I'll put this away for now, but I hope you enjoyed it. And let's pray that Maggie saw that live. Maggie, if you're watching. If you're watching, Maggie. Oh boy, oh boy. I really hope Maggie is watching. Guys, did you enjoy the song? I mean, it was heartfelt. It was emotional. It was a roller coaster of emotion. A masterpiece, says Nuka. Baff says it was brilliant. I'm crying now. Best songwriter ever. Dan is dedicated. Absolutely. It was beautiful, Paige. Thank you, Paige. Thank you so much. So emotional. I can feel the passion in it, Jade. Put it on Spotify. Look, I'm thinking about touring with just the one song to countries all across the world. So I hope you'll buy tickets to that show. Thank you, Nerdcast. Appreciate it. Well, guys, we're moments away from Maggie joining, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I got to say, this is going to be hilarious. Josh, thank you for the 1, man. Appreciate it. Gavin, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Have you got your questions ready, guys? Now, while you're here, guys, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to head to this link. Mods, you'll put it in for me. I'll put it in as well. The Discord. Join the Discord for us, guys. I'm spamming it in the chat. Make sure you head over there and join that Discord for me. I really appreciate it. She's moments away, guys. Moments away. Rishab for the 20. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support, guys. Now, I don't know if any of you saw the video where I reacted to a certain scene, an unreleased scene. I nearly died of laughter. There may or may not have been a fart involved. We're not going to be mentioning that, okay? Just so you know. Dabby, and a question for Maggie. Will there be Dimitrescu spin-off game? I hope you'll feel... You know what? After the sales of this game, guys, and the reception, I'd be shocked if they don't make another game with Lady D and the daughters in it. I'd be absolutely shocked. So I would expect that you would see that in the coming years. 100%. This is one of the fastest selling Resident Evils of all time. Yeah, so if you want to check out that song, guys, that's on my channel, Lady D Tribute, alright? Even if you, I think if you just type up Lady D Tribute onto YouTube, it should be the first result. Lady Dimitrescu Tribute should be the first result. So, I will ask her if she's seen some of the videos that have been online. I know there was a viral video that went up with a fly swatter. Don't know if you saw that, guys. Oh boy, oh boy. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. She's coming. Favorite part of the mutated Dimitrescu? Yeah, I like the boss fight. I just thought she wasn't in it enough. That was the problem. We wanted more of her because she was so damn good. The lines that she had, the writing, the whole thing. I mean, it was... We wanted more, which is always good. I'm here. I'm here, don't worry. How do I get so many interviews? Would you say no? No, I reach out, kindly, respectfully reach out via email or via, Twitter, Instagram, and I've had a lot of rejection over the years, but you just stay persistent, and you know that everyone's got a life, everyone's everyone's got a life to live, and they can't always make it, but when they do, it's awesome, isn't it? Got a few super chats here. Let's have a look. Moments away, guys. Moments away. I'll get to that question, Wolf. Carl. And thank you for that, Wolf. Thank you for the 5. Carl. We'll try to get to as many of those as possible, Carl. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be asking for personalized messages. Valentine. It's set in Romania, so Dimitrescu is Dimitrescu, right? Is Maggie's... Yeah, I know. See, a lot of people interested in how this thing is pronounced. They obviously decided not to go with the Dimitrescu. It's just Tresk in the game, Dimitrescu. So we'll ask her about that as well. Keep your questions coming, guys. We'll get to them all. Or as many as we possibly can. I love it. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Thank you for subscribing, Brain. I appreciate it, man. We just hit, I think, 127 or 126. And is Shikaro in here? He is not, is he? He set the 5. Maggie will hate me for my videos, sending all the love. There you go, mate. Oh, man, your videos, far out, bro. Surely you got demonetized on some of those. I think we've all seen a certain video of yours, mate. I think we've all seen a certain one. Where are you all joining from, guys? Czech Republic? Whereabouts are you joining from all across the world? I'm down under here. It's 8 a.m. right now in Australia, America, Netherlands, Scotland, England, Canada, USA, Sweden, Brazil, Belgium, Philippines. We are going global right now. Slovakia, Denmark, Turkey, Portugal, UK. Unreal, guys. I love it. I love to see it. Germany. I tell you what, the Germany version of Lady D, I don't know if you've seen it, guys, is awesome. I did a video on the different languages, and it was awesome. Unreal, guys. All right. Well, Maggie's here, guys. So if you want me to let Maggie in, let me know, and we'll get this cracking. She's waiting on the line right now. And we're about to get to this one-on-one. Oh my God, this music. Yummy. Dada. Oh, far out. Let her in. All right, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Send your questions through. I will get to them as much as possible. I'll try to look to the chat. It's flying by, so you need to bear with me. Let's do it, guys. Enjoy. We are live, Maggie. Can you hear me all good?
I can hear you all good. Can you hear me all good?
I can hear you beautifully. And I love the baby Yoda in the back, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I was so worried because I was like, oh, crap. I have such a shitty background. There's nothing interesting. And then I saw Grogu and I was like, okay, that's enough. That's perfect.
That's amazing. How have you been? Thanks for coming on, by the way.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here with you and with everyone else today that's tuning in. So thank you. I'm good.
We've had,
man. It's all very surreal.
People are literally tuning in from all around the world. I mean, name a country and they're here right now.
Which I think is the coolest thing. I mean, the fact that this game and this character has a global reach is just mind-boggling because my background is in theater. So in theater, it's like, you know, you do the show, and I was also in regional theater. So it's a very small community and a small audience base. And so you do the show's great, your community loves it, and then the show's over and you move on, and that's it. Whereas with this, I mean, it blows my mind every day. Something new blows my mind of somebody reaching out to me. People now care about who I am and what I have to say. I'm not anonymous. I'm not invisible anymore. It's absolutely bonkers, but I'm so grateful. It's been overwhelming in all the best ways, and all the love and support has been fabulous.
It must be hard, though, to keep a lid on it when the character started to blow up maybe earlier this year, and you can't reveal that you're the character, and it must just be eating away a little bit, no?
Oh, it was excruciating. My God. I mean, she blew up. She blew up the internet, and I was just like creepily in the corner on the internet, like hiding away all secretively. But it also made me laugh because back in the day when people were trying to guess who the voice actress was, they were kind of guessing wrong, and there were a lot of different like threads and Reddits going on trying to guess who it was. And then once my name was finally released, I looked back at the threads and everyone was like, who the fuck is Maggie Robertson? Who is this girl? So that was funny. But yeah, it was excruciating. But luckily I had, I've kept in touch with some of the cast and crew that we've worked on. Steve Kniebly, our director, Nicole Tompkins, Daniela, Neil Newbon. So once everything was blowing up, I at least had them to text and geek out with. And I think Nicole is the first person that texted me being like, oh, by the way, you're blowing up. Did you know that? And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, and you put out a tweet on your Twitter just revealing you're the character. And how many views did it end up getting? 700,000? Something insane. Something insane.
Something insane. Everything about this says something insane. Well, if you want to talk about numbers, I had just gotten to Twitter literally before the game came out because I knew that the gaming community is so big on Twitter. I had 6 followers.
And one of them was me, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was. Hey, an OG.
I'm an OG.
So yeah, I went from 6 followers. Now I have 18K.
Oh,
just to put that in
unreal.
Perspective.
In a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks. And overnight, even the opening weekend, I went from like 6 to 600 overnight, or 6,000. Yeah. Numbers are hard. And this is why I'm an actor. I don't do math. Okay, the video you're talking about, let's see. Oh my God. It's about 45K views.
Yeah. And
that's insane.
Just people from all over the place. And I remember I was desperate to beat the game because I was playing it early, and I just wanted to see, because I was so impressed by the performance. I'm thinking, who is this? And then the credits roll, I see Maggie. So I tried to find you online, message you, but you were like, I knew you couldn't respond because you're under NDA.
I'm so sorry. I felt so bad, but I was like, I literally cannot engage at all until the game comes out. So I just left you hanging.
I understand. I completely understand. Oh, far. So how has the last couple of weeks been? Have you just been soaking it up?
Trying to soak it up as much as I can. The word I keep coming back to, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, I know, is surreal, because it is totally surreal. This experience, this game, this role has changed my life. This character will be with me for the rest of my life. And I am so grateful to Capcom and everyone who worked on this game. They took a chance on me. Rosanna Sun, our producer with the Workhouse, Steve Kniebly, they all took a chance on me because I was a newcomer. And I am just so grateful and honored to be in their company. They did such a good job on this game. I did a stream with Nicole where I watched some of the playthrough. My God, it is stunning. The attention to detail. One of the characters you find a body and it has nail polish on the hands, and you're like, oh my God. It's so cool.
Like the barrel of wine, there's a hand coming out of it, and just things like that.
Yeah, it's stunning.
People loved when you read out the diary entry as well of Lady D's diary entry. That was brilliant.
I need a drink. My new favorite line. I wish I'd gotten to do that in the booth.
So tell me, how did it all begin? How did you land the role? Because I'm interested to know how it all came about.
Well, that's a crazy story too. So let's buckle up, y'all.
Buckle up.
Rightio. So, okay. I'm formulating my thoughts. I'm getting myself set. Here we are. I had actually just graduated from my master's program. I was completing a master's degree in classical acting. So lots and lots of Shakespeare from Lambda, which is in London. So I was living in London, and then kind of fresh off the boat, moved to LA in 2019. And I booked this job maybe 6 months later after I moved, which is unheard of. I was unrepresented. And so I had submitted myself, which is, again, it's pretty unheard of for someone in a game of this magnitude to have submitted themselves and to be unrepresented and go after it. But so, I submitted myself. I had no idea what I was getting into. In my mind, I was like, oh, okay, I'm here in LA, I'm hungry. I might as well apply to this voiceover gig, even though voiceover wasn't really on my radar at the time. But I was like, okay, I might as well. I've got nothing better to do. I fit the specs, might as well.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
It's insane. And so I apply. I get the audition. I do the audition. I'm like, huh, that was fun. Neato. And then I leave and I like set it and forget it. And maybe a couple weeks or a month after that, I get a call back and I'm like, huh, that's so cool. Okay. And I go to the callback and it's Rosanna and our director, Steve, are in the room that time. And the callback was super fun because they bring you in and they just have you playing around and they throw different ideas and things at you and have you relate to objects in the space and all that jazz. So it was just like playtime. It was super duper fun. So I leave the callback and I'm like, oh, cool. Did that. That was fun. Set it and forget it, walk away. And then months after that, I get the call that I actually booked the job. And at that point, it had been so long, I'd almost kind of forgotten all about it. And then I get the call I booked and I was like, oh, that's so cool. How about that? But it really wasn't until the table read that I started to piece it all together and clue into the fact that this is kind of a big deal. So I showed up, didn't know anybody, but there was like, you walk into the room and you could feel that there was an energy in the air. There was just something kind of electric going on. And so I was like, okay, immediately I was like, something's happening here. And then I was starting to just listen and absorb and try to be a sponge and figure out through context clues what was happening. And I could overhear, people are whispering in corners together excitedly. And I overheard someone say something like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm a part of this franchise. This is a dream come true. And I heard that and I was like,
Ooh.
what is happening here? And after the table read, I hadn't received any of my paperwork or the script before that point. So I took all of that home and then I furiously researched and tried to figure it all out and did. And then I had that moment where once I was like, oh my God, Resident Evil, I did have to sit back in my chair for a minute and say just, holy crap, I can't believe I just booked it. But even with all of that, it's been way more than anything I ever could have expected. I had no clue.
So did you read for, because a lot of the cast actually read for Lady D as well as the daughters, and are you the same?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? No.
No, that's so fun. Ooh, I want to see what their versions were.
Yeah, because
Michelle, I'll be reaching out later.
Michelle, who played Mother Miranda, she read for Lady D, and so did Becca.
Oh, amazing.
Becca Pruitt, who was Bella, she read for us. So I'm wondering how many people, but you only read for this role.
I only read for this role, and I think I had heard Becca talk about coming in for multiple iterations of callbacks and whatnot. I only had the audition and one callback. So I don't know. It's all just been a dream.
It worked out in the end, I think.
It worked out in the end, man. Can't complain.
I mean, and also the writing and the words, the lines that you get to say are just so good. Like every line is quotable. You don't get that often.
The writing is stunning. I was definitely a kid in a candy shop the entire time. I love fun language. I mean, that's my Shakespeare background at play too. I love language and I love playing around, especially with heightened language, like Shakespeare and Lady D. She uses such fabulous words.
Miscreants.
And it just gives you such a great playground to work off of. You're like, oh, I can do this and I can do this and blah, blah, blah. So yeah.
When you auditioned, did that accent that you put on the voice, was that the final voice that we end up getting in the game or what?
Yeah, I don't believe I really changed much about what I was doing in audition/callback to final performance. I was given more context clues about the character itself that then I could play with. And I think probably some of my movement quality changed, but the voice itself didn't really change.
Yeah, right. Wow. That's just incredible. And what about the motion capture? You was that your first ever time jumping into one of those suits? Yeah.
My first ever time. Instantly fell in love. It's so bonkers. You put on the suit. I felt like I was an astronaut. I was like, woo, oh my gosh, blast off. It's very, very bizarre. And that's when I put on the suit, that's when I was like, ooh, this is real. This is fun. This is big. And you walk into the volume and everyone there is operating at the top of their field. And that's pretty special too. When you walk into a room and you know that everyone there is the best of the best, you don't get that opportunity that often. So it was just every bit of that experience was me feeling so grateful to be here and just honored to be considered even in the same realm as everyone else. So it was awesome. But yeah, performance capture was totally fun and interesting for me because it kind of was this lightning bolt moment where it just clicked in and it all made sense. And what's fun about performance capture is it has that, it's kind of the perfect blend between theater and on camera. And I think other people have talked about this before, but for me, it meant that because I've dabbled in each of these areas, once I brought them together, I was like, oh, this makes complete sense. And I was just ready to like move forward. Obviously it was anew, but I was excited by the challenge and everything. It felt like every synapse was firing at 110%. I was ecstatic to be there. It felt like I'd really found something special that I needed to pursue. And I remember after the first day in the volume, I was driving back home and sitting in LA traffic, and I called my mom, and I remember telling her, even though I was so physically exhausted because it's physically so draining, mentally, I was so alert. And I remember calling her and being like, oh my God, I'm so jazzed. I'm jazzed. And I never really used the word jazz before, but I was just so excited and bubbly and happy and on cloud nine.
Wow.
So yeah.
Unbelievable. Did you know about the gaming world at all before?
Well, I'm not a gamer myself, but even the likes of me had heard of Resident Evil. So I knew that this was a big old franchise, but I certainly wasn't aware that it would be this big.
Mm.
And what I will say to that is I might not be a gamer, but I am a total sci-fi and fantasy nerd. Hello, Grogu. So I'm not a gamer, but I know all of the archetypes and I live in these nerdy spaces all the time. So I was just like, oh, great. This is fun. Let's go.
Yeah. Are you a Star Wars fan? Star Trek? What do you go to?
Well, my true love really is Lord of the Rings. It's kind of the
Nice.
greatest tragedy of my life that I'm not Kate Blanchett. So there's that. But yeah, so actually I've got all my nerdy shit is kind of in front of my face so that I have the pleasure of looking at it, but you can't see it. So I've got like a Lord of the Rings cats as the characters from Lord of the Rings. And anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Cats, not the movie, but just cats as
cats dressed up. Somebody did an art piece of cats dressed as the different characters of Lord of the Rings. So that's what I look at all day. But yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. Mostly a Star Wars fan. I didn't quite grow up watching Star Trek as much, but love it anyway. Harry Potter's huge for me. Game of Thrones, although I am a snob about Game of Thrones because I read the books first before the TV show ever came out. And then like I was a girl that was reading dragon books before dragon books were cool. And then Game of Thrones came out and now all of a sudden my friends are into fantasy. And I'm like,
I've been here for
where
years.
was this 10 years ago when I was over here being uncool? You thought I was a loser and now all of a sudden this is cool.
When's he going to finish that book?
I don't know, man. I feel like now that the season's over, he's probably never going to do it.
Yeah. What did you think of the last season? No comment? No comment. That's what Jeff said. Jeff Shine.
Oh, is he into it too?
Yeah, he didn't want to comment on that last season, but he loves the show.
LOL. I'll have to talk to him about it then. Yeah, I would say, it probably like wasn't my favorite season of the bunch, but it's fine.
All right, I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't ask some of these questions. We've got so many questions, so hope you'll bear with us here, Maggie. Marcus says, was the decision to go with a transatlantic accent yours, or was it one that you needed to workshop?
Really excellent question, Marcus. I believe Marcus.
Marcus.
Right. That was kind of the accent that I had brought into the audition. The reason why I found it and placed her there initially is because she is this regal character, and the language that she uses is heightened. And so it felt like she needed to have this kind of arch and superior quality to her. And so I kind of slipped into it transatlantic, where it's neither here nor there, but is just kind of regal sounding. And that's how I found
Yeah.
that. And then I think then they confirmed that they were like, great, this is where we want it to fit in the pocket. We don't want it to be placed anywhere specific.
Yours was a bit more posh than Neil's as Heisenberg.
Totally
or,
posh.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog Boy, thank you for that. Robert, thank you. Jelly, we learned Lady D was a 44-year-old noble descendant with a hereditary blood disease and not from the village. Can you tell us more about the backstory, Maggie? From Jelly Sheep.
Jelly sheep, that's such an interesting thing. What I don't think a lot of people understand is that the actors are pretty clueless. Like, we are not the experts on these characters, ironically enough. Capcom knew way more about her than I ever did, and I was only ever given the information that I needed to immediately do the work that I needed to do. So I was told all of that, but not really given much of the backstory of reasons why, et cetera, et cetera.
So did you make up your own little backstory in your mind, or did you just ask them questions here and there, or what?
I think I asked questions as I went along. The main thing that I wanted to make sure I understood and knew as an actor is my relationships to the people and places around me. And that's what I based most of my acting choices off of. What do I think about this person? Do I like this person? Do I like that thing? Yes, no, great. And then I can kind of piece together a character based off of what their relationships are to other people. So I didn't need to know the specifics of she has a blood disease and blah, 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 blah. That didn't go into my acting of the character per se.
Mm-hmm. The Redfield Way, thank you so much. Hi, Maggie. Lovely regal performance for Lady D. Question, is there a hidden conversation between Daniela and Alcina where Daniela questions if she's her real daughter? Can you confirm that?
Is there? Because I'd really like to see that hidden conversation. So my answer is no, I can't confirm that because this is the first I'm hearing about it, but wouldn't that be fun? Let me know if you find it.
There are a couple of hidden dialogue sequences that I found where I think you talk to Cassandra maybe or someone. I know that there's a couple in there, but I don't know if that one specifically is in the game. Jack, if you haven't already, do you plan on playing the game, Maggie?
Well, I'm a pretty horrible gamer. I would run into a lot of walls, but I've been watching Nicole play. I'm going to be back on her stream next Wednesday to finish through all of House Dimitrescu. And I've really loved watching the game and exploring the house. It's such a fun place to explore. So I want to go through the rest of it. I'll watch some more streams.
Is that your first time seeing all your scenes on her stream? No.
I've seen like little things, the stuff that was in the trailer, and then, but I kind of wanted to save it as well. So I didn't go down the deep dive of investigating every bit of it. I wanted to experience the whole thing, and I'm really enjoying that. It's really fun because then I get to feel like a fan too, that I'm one of you guys, and I'm just like, oh my God, look at this beautiful castle. What's over there? Oh my God, a portrait, Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked that stream out, make sure you do. Nicole Tompkins on Twitch. If Lady D ever fell in love with someone, woman, man, or man thing, how would she show her affection? Love you, Maggie, from Luminous Lollipop.
Oh my God, love you too, Luminous Lollipop. I love an alliteration. Such an interesting question. And a really great question because I do feel like Lady D is incredibly emotional. I think she is driven by emotion and she cares very, very deeply. But then she puts on that exterior of calm composure and all that jazz to cover it up. But deep down, she does have that ember burning. You know what? I feel like Lady D would be into all sorts, man, woman, creature.
Lichen.
So that I would like to see that. Lichen. Oh my gosh. What would that produce? Yeah. How would she convey her love? I think it would definitely be a quite extensive courtship process. I think this being this creature person would have to do a lot of proving themselves to be worthy of her love and attention. She's not just going to give it away.
Well, I can tell you who'll be wearing the pants in that relationship.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no question.
Andrew, goodbye. Can you please say you're safe now, Andrew, in the Lady D voice? I have autism, and I love Lady D, my favorite RE character.
Hi, Andrew. Thank you for writing in. Okay, let me get into character for you. You're safe now, Andrew. That's a line.
Yeah.
Great. You're safe now, Andrew. It is also, I
love that.
I've talked about this before, but it is kind of weird to have her say things that are like comforting and kind.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Because she doesn't do a lot of that. So it's always a little bizarre. I'm like, wait a minute, who am I? Which character am I? Okay.
That's brilliant. Wolfie here, question for Maggie. What do you think of Lady D's character design and her mutated design? I love them both, and the voice acting fits so well.
Thank you so much. I love them. Ever since I first saw the drawing of the character that they had planned, I thought she was just so fabulous. She's so glamorous. I mean, how could you not love her? She's just like, she's got her cigarette, she's got her hat. The girl loves an accessory. I mean, my God. So
the lipstick you can find.
The lipstick. I mean, the detailing on her dress as well. Everything about her is just so, so cool. So I pretty much instantly fell in love with her, and I loved the vibe that she gives off. I think that's part of what's so cool, is that she really gives off a vibe.
Oh.
She's very clearly a character when you look at her. So in terms of my work, I saw that. I was like, great. I have so much to play with and work off of this. What was the rest of the question?
The mutated design. Remember seeing
mutated design? Oh my gosh! I don't know if I should give away too many spoilers in case that people haven't gotten. But also, it's been a week or something, right? So let's get on it, guys. Let's keep playing. But yeah, no, that was super cool and fun to figure out, like, as an actor, what level of that kind of animalistic beast-like quality do I need to be bringing into the voice and into the performance. And yeah, I loved it. And also, like, that's a dream come true. Let's also go back to 30 minutes ago when I said that I'm a huge nerd and I love dragons. So I was like, really? Okay. Yeah. Love it.
You nailed that when the dagger goes in and the efforts and the screaming, and I was scared. I'm thinking,
oh, good.
That is incredible. How did you do that? Your voice manipulation or something. I don't know what you did in the booth. Was it in the booth, that one?
Yeah, that was in the booth. Those sessions were definitely very vocally taxing. I mean, I'm legitimately screaming as if I've been stabbed in the booth. So God bless those, the sound booth technicians who were just like,
people actually thought you were stabbed. Some of the sound engineers.
Yeah, exactly. I was probably their worst nightmare, but I had fun. Yeah, I don't know. I think I love playing with sound. My background is actually, I started off as a singer and musician and kind of worked my way into acting from there. So the voice has always been kind of the core starting point and building block that I've worked off of. And especially at my training at Lambda, we did extensive vocal training, and a lot of what you're working with when you're talking about Shakespeare as an actor is you really want to investigate every inch of your range, both in terms of the tone that you're speaking, your pitch, but also qualities. It doesn't always have to be pretty. It can be ugly, and that just, you can really paint so much onto the voice and onto the text in that way. So it was pretty special for me because it felt like doing this work. It's so easy as an actor. I think you get caught up in the hustle and you feel like you're behind and you feel like you should be further along than where you are. And you're always just reaching for your goal and feeling like you're not quite there yet. But for me, when I look back, if I had skipped any one of these steps, if I had not taken that left turn or not focused on training so much or not started as a singer, then I wouldn't have been as uniquely primed to step into this opportunity and take advantage of this success as I was. So there's your cute little PSA. You know, if you're feeling behind, just know that you're exactly where you need to be, and trust yourself, trust where you are, and your time will come. It certainly came for me. So I loved all the language stuff to tie it all back together.
Love it.
To answer the actual question.
No. I love the advice. I love the motivation. It's great. We need a little bit of that sometimes. Taylor Yully says, would you ever consider doing a cameo, Maggie? Would love to see you on there. My girlfriend and I are huge fans of you and Lady D. All my love.
Thank you. Yes, I am more than considering it. I am hoping to get on there. You guys, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. I'm not a member of my own generation. I'm very, very behind on all of the tech stuff. I literally had to Google, like, how do you retweet something? Anyway, so I'm working on it. It is absolutely my intention to get onto Cameo very, very soon. So you should be seeing more announcements from me about that.
I hope you got some spare time then for the request.
I hope so too.
And for your signings as well, I hope you've got a robotic arm, because
oh Lord, yep, I gotta practice my signature. You know, it's a whole thing.
Oh, shit.
Just shake it out. I wish I was ambidextrous so I could just swap it over and
both
give
hands
one
at the
arm
same
a break.
time. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be next level. That'd be cool.
Luminous Lollipop, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Jade, here's for more table flips for Lady D.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm all about the table flip. Again, that was one of those moments where once I found out I got to do that, I was like, oh, it's on. Let's go. This is a bucket list item for me. Check, check, check. Who doesn't want to do that?
I'm trying to remember, what did you actually throw in the volume? I'm trying to remember.
It was pretty much just like some piping that was put together to form a rectangle. And that's what I threw. Mocap magic. Do, 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 do.
So that transformation scene, that's all animated. That's not mocap. None of that with the dagger and all that.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I believe we just did that in the ADR booth.
Yeah. It sounds.
I mean,
it would have been easier probably.
I'm a pretty good actor, but even I can't actually turn into that thing when I want to. I wish I could, but
not that part. I mean before that. Oh, good. Far out. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? No. Could Maggie please say, "So we finally meet, and I can die a happy man"? From Mickey Fan.
I wish I had set a timer. I was waiting for the first one of this to come up. I should have timed it. Actually, no way. I tuned in at 3, so it only took 30 minutes. Woo! I'm more than happy to do that. Here you go. So we finally meet.
God, I could listen to that. Can you be a GPS? I think everyone here would love you to be a GPS for us.
It's really funny you say that, because that is a dream of mine from like day one. I was like, I would really love to be a GPS. Turn left here. No, not there. A left, not a right. But I want to be one of those talk back GPS systems that's salty and gives you crap when you do something wrong.
Oh, yeah. Bites back.
Mm-hmm.
Leanne, amazing work, Maggie. Where did you draw inspiration for the voice? I would also be so down for the Lady D Origins standalone or prequel game. Cheers from Augusta, GA.
Hey, Augusta, GA. Yeah, I would also be super down for that. I know that that's something fans are floating around of will they, won't they? I have no clue, but let's keep pressuring them to make that happen because I think it'd be dope. Yes. What was the first question?
Inspiration for the voice.
Right. Okay. Oh God.
I got you back. Don't worry. I got you back.
Listening comprehension. Yes, the voice. She's not too far away from me vocally, so that it wasn't too far of a step for me to find the voice itself. The physical movement quality. What I'll say to that is, one of the things that was cool when I saw that she had the hat. And especially once they created that super sexy helmet hat situation for me on set, Then I was able to play with movement qualities about a hat. So, is she looking under the brim of her hat at people? And then from there, I was able to kind of mimic the brim of her hat, which slopes a little bit. So then I was like, okay, that's kind of a curve. I think every movement that she does is pretty fluid and curvy. Nothing is ever in a straight line. So that's kind of what I started to play with physically for her, and helps give her that regal stature, especially if you're playing a character that's high status. Typically, high status characters are more judicious in their movements. They're not going to give away all of their energy. They have a lot of stillness. So there's specificity about what they do. Whereas low status characters are a bit more like everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. So I wanted to make sure that she was very still. And so if she's going to walk around, or if she's going to look at that person over there, it's not a straight thing. It's very rounded and curvy, and takes her time to get there. So yeah. Those were the things that I was playing with physically.
I love it. Absolutely love it, Maggie. Escobar here says, for the GPS, we'll call it Lady DPS.
I love that. I love that. Let's make it happen.
Far out. Drive-by commentator, congrats on a stellar performance. Maggie. Jack, Maggiethebard, is that a D&D reference?
You're not the first person to ask me that. It's a Shakespeare reference because I'm a Shakespeare nerd, but I ain't mad at the D&D cross reference. I ain't mad. So I'm gonna say it's both.
Joshua, we'll get to that in a minute, Josh. Lorena, hi, Maggie. First, I want to say congratulations on your success with Village. You're extremely talented. Can you tell us about any upcoming projects you might have on?
Well, thank you so much. And to both of you that have said really nice things, and all of you who have said really nice things, thank you very much. It really does.
There's a lot of positive comments coming through. I'm not reading them all. Let's just say that.
Well, know that it is seen, heard, and appreciated, and I love you guys so much. So yeah, it's been surreal. Upcoming projects. Upcoming really for me is doing more of this RE stuff. So I've got a Streamily signing coming up. I'm going to be doing a duo signing with Neil Newbon, who plays Heisenberg. And we're going to do kind of a duo sibling rivalry signing, which will be super fun. He's a blast.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that'll be on May 29th at 12 p.m. PST.
I'll put a link in the description after this is done. Yeah.
Cool. And then I also have some of my own individual prints up there. I'm going to be doing a trio signing of House Dimitrescu with my fabulous daughters coming up on June 6th.
I got
Thank you for knowing more about my life than I do. Thank you. What would I do without you? Yeah, that's June 6th. And we will all get to be together in the same room, which will be very exciting.
That's cool.
And yeah, I think we're going to try to do a little special something for Jeanette as well during that time. So if you buy a print, know that will be happening as well.
That's great. And I know, look, after the sales of this game and the fan reception, I think Capcom would be silly not to include you in another game or a project. So I'm almost 110% sure this is not the last we've seen of Lady D. I know how business works. you know what I mean? So
if I know how business works, yes, I would love that. I would love to work with Capcom.
Just make sure you say yes.
Joy. Say yes. 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 Please. 1,000 times yes. Anyone get that? Get that reference?
No, I don't. What's it from?
Any Jane Austen nerds? Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Mr. Bingley proposes. Mr. Bingley. Anyway, moving on.
Dog Boy, hi Maggie from Tyler D.
Hi Tyler D.
Sinister CD. Hi Maggie. What's your favorite Lady D line?
Ooh,
that's tough. There's so many.
Oh, she has so many good ones. They really gave me some freaking gold in this writing. What is a good... I don't even know. I think there was one. I'm not even sure if it made it into the final thing, so I don't know if I can say it out loud, but there was something where I was being crazy in the ADR booth and laughing maniacally. Pretty much any time where she gets to laugh maniacally, that's a dream come true for me. I'm like, okay, great. But yeah, I did my whole thing, and then I look over and Rosanna and Steve are sitting there and just shaking their heads and laughing. And Steve looks at me and he's just like, Maggie, you're crazy. And I was like, yep. Thank you, Steve. Yep. Totally crazy and insane. So we finally meet is super fun. I don't know. What are y'all's favorite lines?
I like
Take it away.
you ruin everything. I know it's a basic line, but the delivery is so good.
But that's why I'm talking. She operates so late. She's so melodramatic, and I love that stuff. Yeah, I love all doing all that stuff.
There's so many. What about in the meeting scene? Circuses and what's the line?
Doesn't it? Don't I say
what's the
so
line?
gauche?
So
I love
gauche.
that word.
That's it.
Yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah,
So gauche. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, so good. Watson. We'll get to that in a second, mate. Thank you, Taylor. I just want to say, Maggie, would you be interested in seeing a tattoo inspired by the game? Also wanted to tell that she helped me through a lot, so thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. It is so inspiring to hear stories about the impact that this game and this character have had on so many people. It's really, really special. So thank you. Hell yeah, I want to see a tattoo. Hello. I think that stuff is so cool. Let your creativity shine. I love all that stuff. It's awesome.
Have you seen a Lady D tattoo yet? Because I know there's plenty of art and cosplays, but
I haven't seen one, but
soon, I'm sure.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Josh Wright, greetings from Tompkins Twitchland. Were there any parts of Lady D's character that got added or fleshed out during production further from the start?
I don't remember.
How long ago was it that you did it? Was it 2020 or 2019?
We started in 2019, and I did do some stuff. I was still working through COVID a little bit, coming in for ADR sessions. But the majority of my work was done in 2019. So it's been a minute and I don't remember.
Fair enough.
Sorry,
fair enough.
but I love you. Sorry.
My memory's not great either, so don't worry. Carl, can Maggie please say, be careful what you wish for, Carl John Johannesson?
Oh, that is another fun line too. Okay. But doesn't Heisenberg say that, or do I also say that? Do I also say that?
Be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters. Do you say that?
Is that what I say when I string him up?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, let's see what you're really made of, Ethan. That's his thing. And then mine is be careful what you wish for. Great. What's his name again?
Carl Johannesson.
Carl Johannesson. Great. Be careful what you wish for, Carl Johannesson. Throw the desk.
I'm trying to not do too many because there's a lot of these requests coming through. I don't want to strain your voice too much. Chris, I just want to say I love you so much, Maggie. Your voice is so beautiful. I'm totally getting a tattoo on my arm.
Yes, now that the tattoos were brought up, everyone's going to get one. Let's all get one, guys. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Francesco, will there be more Lady D in the future? We touched on that. We'd love to see more Lady D. Dogboy Maggie, you're too much of a legend. If Capcom offered you to come back, would you? I think I know the answer to that, Maggie.
100%, 1,000 times, yes.
Shit. Were you aware how tall she was when you first auditioned from Jack?
I don't think I knew how tall she was when I first auditioned. I believe, I can't remember if it was the callback or actually once I booked the role itself that I was told that information. But in the specs of the breakdown that I submitted for, I knew that they were looking for someone tall. So I was like, hi, that's me. So I knew that she was tall. I just didn't know quite how tall she really was.
You're over 6 foot, aren't you?
I am 6 foot.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. So
There you go. There's some straight facts.
there you go. Straight facts. You've been knowledged.
Drakari Zargon says, big hug to you, Maggie.
Big hug to you. Thank you.
Princess Queen, hi Maggie. Thank you so much again for being a huge inspiration for me pursuing acting again. My question is, any ideas on DLC for Castle Dimitrescu? What do you think it should be about?
That's such a good question. There's so much good material. And also, first of all, congratulations on getting back into acting. You absolutely should. If that's where your dream is, keep going. Love that. Love that journey for you. Yeah, you're fabulous. You've got this. Secondly, I would love to get more of the origin story of, what even made her want to have daughters in the first place? Did she go to Mother Miranda and like have a convo, or, what brought her to the point where she was like, I need something more in my life. I need family. I need children. I'd like to see that. I'd like to investigate that.
Love it. Love it. Meryl fan, Maggie, I'm curious as to whether or not Lady D enjoys drinking blood in order to sustain herself, or if it's all just a front for her and she absolutely hates it despite her dialogue within the game. From Meryl fan.
That would be a really funny plot twist. She certainly does not enjoy drinking Ethan Winter's blood. It's a bit stale, but I do think she enjoys drinking blood because she's a fancy, classy lady. She's got these fabulous goblets and whatnot, and so I think it's a whole luxurious experience for her.
But even her calling him stale, it makes sense once you've beaten the game, doesn't it? Just good writing.
It's almost like they knew what they were doing. Da, 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 da.
I know you're a singer too. I've seen some of your on your YouTube channel. Shout out to that. Make sure you subscribe, guys. You're pretty damn good.
Thank you. This is embarrassing. I feel awkward. Boo, 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 boo. But thank you.
Have you ever performed live in front of a crowd, or have you ever?
Yeah. I was in an a cappella group in college and high school, and I was the musical director of that. So we did a lot of performing. And then obviously I did some musical theater as well. I was actually in a production of Beauty and the Beast where I got to play the wardrobe, Madame de la Grande Bouche. So I've always been playing these larger than life women, it seems, but she was really fun. And she's got this operatic thing where she's like, oh, going up into the stratosphere. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I love her.
Almost opera, yeah, a little bit of opera in that, or not?
Yeah. She's pretty operatic and classically trained. And I started off classically trained as well. So
you're born with all the talents, aren't you, Maggie? Hey, I'm very envious. V. Matthew,
oh boy,
Lady D is my favorite character in the game because she's such an interesting person, and your performance sure made her that way. My favorite line is, "What have you done to my daughter?"
That's another good one. Another really good one. How can I pick a favorite line when they're all gold? Like, crazy.
Whoever wrote those lines, you are a genius. Ceiling fan, how would Lady D feel about someone?
Love your name, Ceiling fan.
There's some brilliant names. I mean, Luminous
I'm just
Lollipop.
imagining them trying to pick their username and being like, what should it be? Ceiling fan. Okay.
We've had some great names. Luminous Lollipop's one of my favorites. Jack and the Beanstalk.
Love Luminous Lollipop.
The question was, where am I here? How does Lady D feel about someone actually wanting to work for her? I think she would eat them eventually, wouldn't she? Or kill them.
Yeah, I think they all serve a purpose, even if it's not like, yeah, I'll hire you to get you into the fold, to get you into my home. But my ulterior motive, I have ulterior motives for hiring you, or she has ulterior motives for hiring you. It's not just to do the job. There's something else, and you'll find out later.
Yeah, some sort of vessel, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The Hyrulean Queen. Is there any advice you could give the viewers that has helped you a lot in your life? Love your work.
Love this question. Yeah, what I will say, what I'm currently trying to work on, I'm currently trying to do more self-care and taking care of myself and not just pushing myself to the breaking point into burnout, because really burnout is a form of self-sabotage, because you are that if you have reached that point, you are therefore taking yourself out of the ring to be able to do XYZ other things. So what I'm trying to work on now is redefining professionalism as not just doing and making progress, but professionalism instead is about making sure that you're taking care of yourself, your body, your health, physically, mentally, so that you can be the best creative and person that you can possibly be. Because for me, creativity comes from rest. If I'm not rested, then I'm not able to access my full imagination and play to the best of my ability. So if I'm not taking care of myself, then I'm not being the best actor that I can be, point blank. So there you go. That's my tidbit for you. Take care of yourself. You come first. The work is born out of you. So don't let that slide.
Have you hit that breaking point before? Have you hit burnout?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the time. Burnout is my closest friend. Because I don't stop.
It sounds like me, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
Let's talk about this, Dan.
We got to be careful, don't we? I don't know about
Yeah.
you. I seem to work 12 hours a day every day. No
Easily.
breaks. Yeah.
Yeah, easily. I forget to eat. That's bad. You know, I have alarms set on my phone now to be like, hey, Maggie, maybe you should like come up for air and breathe and get a bite to eat. Because otherwise I can forget. I'm just in this zone, and yeah. It's hard.
I know this is a weird question, but bear with me. How many hours sleep do you usually get? Because I only getting 6 these days, which is not good.
I'm also only getting 6 these days, which is not good.
Oh, we both need to
but
sleep
we're
more.
working on it. We can be accountability buddies together. Do you want to?
I'm going to message you tomorrow. Are you getting enough sleep, Maggie?
Oh, I love that.
Given your Shakespearean background, Maggie, what is your favorite part or role in that world, I guess?
Ooh, I am dying to play Cassius from Julius Caesar.
Ooh.
I think he is such a cool part. I think I like playing the villains as well, because I this is my personal philosophy. I don't believe people are just born evil. They're made. So then as the actor, the fun part comes from getting to understand why they are the way that they are. And actually kind of similar to Lady D, I think Cassius very deeply cares about appearances and about his relationships with people. And that's why he makes his decisions and choices, because he's feeling insecure in his place. And that is all emotionally driven. He's such an emotional person, I think. But anyway, so I would love to play that role.
Love it. What is your favorite, by the way, favorite play or theatre performance that you've been to or whatever? Do you have a favorite? Mine would probably be, well, I'm going to see Hamilton in a couple of months, so that's probably going to be top of the list. It's here in Australia.
Are you kidding? I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
but up until now, it's probably...
damn you, Australia.
I love School of Rock for some reason. I just love School of Rock. But
School of Rock is fun.
Yeah.
I actually have never seen it. I've never seen the live staging of that, but certainly the movie with Jack Black is fun. And I've heard from friends of mine that have seen it that it's super duper fun. And also those kids, my God, are so freaking talented. I'm in awe of them.
Yeah.
It's wild. Yeah, I love Hamilton. I watched it on Disney Plus, and that was the first time I'd been able to see it. I hadn't seen it live, and you know it's a good show when even a filmed version of it is so mind-blowing. I was crying almost the entire time. Every song was so moving. Leslie Odom Jr., my God, his voice is like butter. I would listen to him all day. Yeah, that's a fabulous one. Ooh, okay. So when I was living in London, I had the opportunity to see Sir Ian McKellen himself play King Lear, which is the role of a lifetime. And what was super cool about that, number one, I got the ticket for free. Heyo.
Nice.
I got the ticket for free. They were doing some kind of student drama school exchange, something or other, whatever. I was like, I'll take it. Thank you. But not only was it a free ticket, I was in like the third fucking row and just gobbling
Whoa.
everything up. It was so magnificent. And what was cool about that for me is because I was also in grad school at the time and learning things about Shakespeare and language and how to use your voice. And then I went and I watched Ian McKellen, and he was doing everything that my teachers were telling me to do. And I was able to see him do it and be like, oh, that's why. That's why they tell us to do that. That's why it makes such an impact and is so important. He really used every extreme of his range and made the most ugliest, hideous, beautiful, whatever sounds, everything. He was all across the spectrum in terms of how he was using his voice. It was really cool to see.
You must have been on cloud nine watching that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was a dream come true for sure.
Papa EPS, on behalf of all the Filipino fans, I'd like to let you know that we adore you. So thank you very much, Papa.
Thank you. I adore you.
Simpo, thank you so much, mate. Guztunes. Hey guys, it's my birthday tomorrow. Wonder if I get a quick happy birthday, Stephanie, from Lady D.
Hell yeah. Okay. Again, nice things are weird, but I'll give it my best shot. Happy birthday, Stephanie.
Oh, that's birthday made right there. You're not going to get a better present than that, Stephanie.
She loves a good dramatic pause. When in doubt, just insert a dramatic pause for Lady D.
Yeah. Viet Blue says, hi, Maggie. Do you have any tips to get into this villainous mindset? Thanks.
I think the trick when you're playing these types of characters is you can't judge them. You kind of have to find the love of them yourself to understand them and appreciate them as a human being. Because if you're just playing them as a villain, then they're going to be one dimension, and you want to flesh them out. So you have to approach them with a sense of empathy and understanding to try to see where they're coming from first. So that's, I think, my biggest tip. Don't just write them off as one thing. Sit down, take the time, don't judge them. Go for it.
Love it. Maggie, do you think Lady D would like to have another daughter?
Oh, probably.
She
Because
loves
again,
those
I
three
think
daughters, doesn't she?
she loves those daughters. Well, is this Lady D pre-Ethan Winters or Lady D post-Ethan Winters? Because post, I think she's probably too raw. Well, also, hopefully if you move forward in the game, she's also dead. So, she won't be having any more children in that sense. But I don't know. I think if she's just lost her children, she'll be too raw and probably go on a killing spree for revenge. But I don't know. I think ironically, she probably, because again, she does deeply care. And I think she wants to feel love and belonging. That's why she's so jealous of Heisenberg. And anytime Mother Miranda shows him an ounce of affection or preference, that stuff hurts. So I think probably, yeah, she would continue to extend her family if she can.
100%. I agree. Southern Locust. Hey, Maggie. Feeding off the emotional side of Lady D, I wanted to ask, does she have any insecurities about herself? There was a voice line where she said she would like to be as beautiful as Miranda. It almost seems like she feels inferior. Good pickup.
Well, that's kind of getting at what I was just saying. I think she does care very deeply. Wait, what was the question? Before I answer. This is so embarrassing.
No, it's not. Does she have any insecurities about herself?
Boom.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think
it's a lot about image to her, and isn't it? Don't you think? A little bit about.
Yeah. She's very concerned about image and status. I think those go hand in hand. She's very concerned about presentation. And I think when anyone's concerned about presentation, probably underneath of that is some deep threaded insecurities. She surrounds herself with grandeur, So I think she probably maybe doesn't feel that grand herself, especially if it was a blood mutation, if she wasn't always this way, she was not always 9'6" or whatever, then maybe she's carrying over some residual stuff from the previous life that she had into this one, into her new form. And also, I would imagine as a tall woman myself, you do have insecurities about height. She didn't build her door frames that high either. So it's probably a constant reminder of how big she is. And it's both a point of pride, probably, and also a little bit of an insecurity of how big she is.
A little bit behind the scenes for you guys. With the doors, you had to actually go under these doors in mocap, didn't you? But they were specially made doors, right? A bit smaller. Yeah. I love that. That's brilliant.
Yeah. The rest of the cast had one door, and then there was Maggie's special door that was scaled to, I guess, be the appropriate height for a 6-foot tall woman to look as if I was actually crawling beneath, bending below a short door frame.
Man, being 9'6" would not be fun.
I don't think so either. You'd be hitting your head on so many things, chandeliers. Blah,
You wouldn't have a normal house. You'd have to have a custom built.
That's why she has a big castle. But even then, when her big castle, still the door frames. You know,
she didn't think of that, did she?
She didn't think of that. I wonder if maybe she moved in if the castle already existed, or
yeah, that'd be it.
I
think she was given the castle from memory. Galaxy Ryan, Maggie, love your performance. The pain you gave when Lady D was transforming was emotional. I agree, Galaxy. That's what I said earlier. It was just you felt the pain.
Thank you. Yeah.
I couldn't believe how you did it, Maggie. Really, did someone really stab you or what?
Spoilers, yes. I am a method actor, so I stabbed myself.
Oh, far out. Maggie, would you be able to say hello to Morgan and Taylor and Lady D's voice? I hope you're having a magical day. Love from Scotland.
I love Scotland. Hi. Okay, yes. Morgan and Taylor. Hello, Morgan and Taylor.
Save that one, guys.
There you go. Boop ba-doop ba-doo.
That's the new ringtone. Tyler Bioshock. What type of hat is Lady D wearing? I honestly adore that hat. It's simply amazing.
It is simply amazing. It's pretty fabulous. I actually got one. It's over there. It's too far. I won't grab it. But yeah, I got one myself because it's so super duper fab. I think it's just like a nice wide brimmed floppy hat. It's a hat. There's your answer.
I love the Instagram video you did as well. If you guys haven't seen it, it's brilliant. What were you saying? I'm trying to remember. You was like,
well, I just felt so bad because I have this now acting Instagram page, and then I have the one that I keep for my friends and family, and people were trying to follow me on that, and I was just, before I started denying their requests, I wanted to just give a reason, and I thought, well, this would be a fun way to give a reason. That way they're not like disappointed out of the blue. Anyway.
Oh, you're just trying to be nice to the fans. But I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I had fun. Yeah. I was just trying to be nice. And I guess the fun part of Lady D is you can really get away with saying anything you want as long as you say it like Lady D. So
you're going to have some fun with that over the next.
I'm going to have some fun. I do plan on putting out more content on Instagram. So I'm working on it. So definitely, guys, follow me there if you don't already.
Please do. Maggiethebard on Instagram.
Maggie the Bard on Instagram and Twitter.
Nova. Maggie, thank you for being the best part of the game and the best game I've played this year. That's from Nova.
Thank you, Nova.
Poeple, what do you think of Lady D? Will do if the intruder is not Ethan but a harmless girl. Oh, okay. So what would she do if the intruder was a harmless girl and not Ethan, is the question.
Well, I think the harmless girl would be welcomed into the home and then later on probably used as a delicious snack.
I think there's some notes that pretty much say there was some There's some notes that pretty much say that.
Indeed.
Yeah. Some was it chefs or something that came in, or cleaners or something? Yeah. That you can find it in the game. Maggie, you're amazing, truly admirable. I can't wait for the Streamerly Live and snag myself a print from Yana.
Thank you, Yana. Appreciate that.
Real TV, Maggie, you are the best.
Thanks. Badoo badoo.
Brainiac, can we get a to hell with this ceremony?
Oh, that is another fun one. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry if I'm gonna be loud.
Sorry, I'm giving you so many, by the way.
It's all right. It's all right. It's fun. It's the fun stuff. Okay. To hell with the ceremony. That fool. What is it? What's the rest of it? That man will pay for what he's done. What is the rest of the line?
I love how you say Heisenberg as well. The pronunciation.
I love saying
Heisenberg.
It's so fun when you just like stretch it out. It's got so many great consonants and vowels in there. Fun. But
this is what I'm saying is, as good as the writing is, you're the one delivering that, Maggie. So again, kudos to you.
Oh God, stop it. You're gonna make me blush.
Asmareth, is there likely to be a prequel that explores the origins of the village? Let's hope so, mate. We really hope so. Do you prefer playing heroes or villains, Maggie?
Villains.
Everyone
I like
says
the villains.
Everyone says villains.
They're fun. You get to do things. The heroes have to play it morally correct. The villains aren't bound by the limitations of morality. So, yeah.
Even Jeff Shine, who I had on yesterday, he who plays Chris Redfield, he was saying he wants to branch out and play some villains because he's played a lot of heroes over the years. Yeah. So even he who plays a lot of heroes.
Let's do a crossover. I'll play Chris Redfield and he can play Lady D.
That's a viral video waiting to happen. Love your work, Maggie. You really inspired me. From Iwi Marks.
Thank you.
Paul, thank you for that. Love from Thailand. You're amazing, Maggie. I mean, guys, what about me? I'm here, you know.
LOL. We love you, Dan. You're doing an amazing job. You have a beautiful plant in your corner. What is this, an Indiana Jones poster behind you? Now I'm actually taking a closer look.
It's Indiana Jones style, but the game it's a game called Uncharted in the style of Indiana Jones.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Crossover of two of my faves.
I love a good crossover.
But I'm gonna get a Lady D poster right here.
Yes, do it. Really important question though, like Dan, have you named your plant? Do you have a name for your plant?
I saw you were naming plants on that stream the other day.
I love to name plants.
Can you give it a name, please? I'd love you to. And this is canon too, so this is it.
You heard it here.
This is the plant's name for forever. Just feel it out.
God, I shouldn't have asked this question. Now the pressure is on to make a really
just feel out the room, see what you're vibing with, and just whatever comes to mind.
Sophocles.
What?
Sophocles.
Sophocles. Okay, you're gonna have.
Sophocles.
I don't know how to write. I don't know the spelling on that, so you're gonna have to help me out. You don't know either.
S-O-P.
Sophocles.
C-L-E-S?
Everyone's laughing in here. Apparently it's S-O-P-H-O-C-L-E-S. There you go.
Was I right? I think I was right.
I think you were right. Yeah. 10 out of 10 plant name. Sapphire says. Sapphire.
10 out of 10. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Sophocles.
You couldn't have given me anything hard
like that.
You couldn't have given me a harder name, could you?
Nah. I got to make you work for it. And you have to say it really epically every time. You can't just be like Sophocles. Sophocles. Has to be.
Sophocles.
Yes.
Thomas, please say hell with the ceremony. We just did, mate. We're onto it. One of my favorite Lady D lines is, "You're my daughter, now act like it," to Cassandra. I don't remember that one. Is that a hidden dialogue scene? It might be. What are some of your favourite memories as Lady D in the motion capture side of it? Lots of love from Monotail.
Lots of love back, Monotail. So many good memories. I think everyone in the cast is super fun. So doing all the mocap stuff with them was such a treat. There are some, well, I guess I'll say favorite, but also kind of the most awkward and memorable ones are where I'm wearing this helmet with a head camera on it that sits in front of my face, which means that for instance, when I was sucking Ethan Winter's blood, I can't put anything in front of my face that will block the camera from capturing my facial data. So that all had to happen here. So I'm not actually putting my mouth to his arm at all. I have to do it all.
You're pretending.
I'm pretending. So talk about an awkward day
awkward,
shooting where I'm just like, wah, 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 wah.
How do you not laugh?
I certainly laughed in between takes quite a bit.
Yeah. I wanted to know about that scene. How do they cover that scene? Is there a camera in front of you, or is Todd there and the camera's behind him, or is there cameras everywhere? Is there just a lot of coverage?
I think there's a lot of coverage. I think there's cameras posted every which where.
But you're looking at Todd, not the camera?
I'm looking at Todd. I think that Todd might be the camera.
He has a camera on him.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
He might.
Don't quote me on that. But
okay.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
Just let's phone up our pals at Capcom and ask that question direct, because I'm not sure.
In and Out, Maggie, what are you watching on Netflix? Please don't say The Crown or The Queen's Gambit.
LOL, In and Out, I love your burgers. I did watch The Crown and The Queen's Gambit, and I really enjoyed
They're good
them.
shows. Come on.
They were a fun ride. And also I love all of the posh English accents in The Crown, so I couldn't stop after I watched them. I would just like slip into it. Oh, yes. Say posh. So let's see. I've kind of been off of a Netflix kick, I will say. What I have been watching, though, is on Disney Plus. They have these making of documentaries. So I've been watching the one on The Mandalorian, which is so cool about how they filmed all of this stuff. They're actually using game technology in order to film that show, and they're working in a volume. So definitely check that out. It's super cool.
I've seen they have this massive screen behind them, don't they? Is that
Yeah, it's all screens, and then they're projecting images onto the screen, and it looks so real and lifelike that even the actors were like, I can't tell what's real and what's not.
That's insane. Yeah, I haven't
Isn't that
seen,
wild?
I've seen
I'd
a
love
little
to
bit of it, but I haven't seen that.
I'd love to work on something like that. And also the one about how they made Frozen 2. That's pretty interesting to see the process behind what goes into an animated movie. That's fun.
You sound like a Disney fan, am I right? Yeah.
I'm a Disney fan. Yeah. I like
who is it, eh? Yeah.
I know.
Most difficult part of recording from Lynn Thari.
Difficult part, I mean, you've heard her. A lot of her lines are very vocally taxing and yelling and screaming and dying and all that stuff. So for me, I had to make sure that I was, again, taking care of myself so that I can be the consummate professional that I can be, and asking for help when I needed it, asking for breaks when I needed it, saying, hey, I need a tea break. I need some honey. I need to just rest for a minute. Or maybe we can do our most vocally taxing lines at the end, so I'm saving my voice for the rest of the stuff. Things like that, just to help myself. And I will say, Rosanna Sun is a queen of that. She's absolutely an actor's advocate, and she's very cognizant of all of those things and checking in and making sure that you're okay. So she's fab.
I'm going to give you a really tough question now, right? You prepared?
Okay.
What is your political opinion on carrots from Little Vixen? Were you expecting a tough question or what?
You said political question. I was like, oh boy, batter up. That is.
Is that the most random question you've ever been asked? Oh man, I had to
That's
read
my
it. I had to
favorite
read it
question of
out.
all time. Thank you so much.
Little Vixen,
My
you're a
political
legend.
opinion on carrots. Um, I'm lukewarm about carrots. I can go either way.
Have you ever got to play Have you ever got to play the Valley Girl? Because you do that so well. Gotta say.
LOL. I'm so glad you picked up on that. I probably slip into that accent more than is necessary. And sometimes I'm worried that if people hear me talking on the street, that they will think that that is my actual accent when really I'm just being an idiot. I don't think I've gotten to play a Valley Girl yet, but I would love to. One of the things I'd love to be more of like that mean girl, Regina George character who's like super mean and just like says all this shade to people and whatever.
I know you'd be good at that.
Yeah.
You'd be really good at that. You're an inspiration to me, Maggie. Any tips on voice acting? I want to become a VA like you one day. Well, just so you know, she's not just a VA, guys. Let's a little bit more. But
Yeah. I mean, there are so many different paths that you can take to get into this profession. And what I will say, I've heard someone else say this before of like, I can tell you my journey. I can tell you how I got here. But once I've taken that path is closed. And you then have to find your own path. So if you're trying to emulate exactly what I've done, it's just never going to happen because life is different for everyone. The way I did it is I've focused a lot on training. Training is kind of my biggest thing that I think is so, so important. And there are certainly ways that you can get in and learn as you go and learn on the job. For me, it never felt like that was the right option. I needed to really make sure for myself that I was feeling confident and grounded in my work and feeling like I actually know what the fuck I'm doing. And then I can step into the arena and advocate for myself and be like, nope, I deserve to be here. Thank you. I've put in the work. I've put in the 10,000 hours. Let's go, go, go. So that was the place that I started from. So I definitely recommend training for sure, because again, as Dan said, it's not just about the voice, it is acting. So you have to make sure that you actually can be an actor. And so put yourself in class, take improv classes, not just VO classes, take the whole gamut. Just learn, make yourself a sponge and go out there and do as much as you can. And who knows what you might find. Who knows what you might find.
Great advice. You can't beat that advice, guys.
Yeah.
Lady D has become an LGBT icon recently. Any thoughts?
My thoughts are amazing. My thoughts are that this is amazing. She absolutely should be. I'm so here for that. I love the LGBT plus community. Yeah, you're my people. I love you so much. And I'm so happy that this character is becoming an icon for you and that you can have joy with her. And I love that. Love you guys.
And you must love all the messages you're getting. I mean, and some just from people that have really the characters really help them through things and that sort of thing. So
yeah, again, that's what's so powerful and awe-inspiring about this whole thing. It's incredibly humbling, to be honest. Every time I get one of those messages, it's so humbling to feel and surreal to realize the weight and the impact that this character has. It's very cool.
2 Lady D requests, Maggie, if you don't mind. The first one is everyone keeps saying, can you please say Cassandra? That's the first one.
So the funny thing is I don't remember how I said that in the actual game, so I might mess it up, but I'll give it my best go. And then if I mess it up, if it's not exactly the same, just go back and play the game and you'll get it. Cassandra! Is that close? Was that it?
That's good. And then Tyler says, weird request, but it's my favorite line of dialogue in the game. Lots of love. You changed my life for the better. Endless respect for you, Maggie. What's the line, Tyler? I don't know. You didn't leave the line. You just said.
We're all waiting with bated breath.
Okay, we'll have to come back to that one. Jade, thank you for your awesome performance as Lady D. You are such a motivation when I'm going through my slump days.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we all need that motivation. Keep going. You're worthy. You'll get through it. And yeah, love ya.
the Skyfield. How does Maggie feel about all the people that are now aware of the love for strong, tall women? Much love from Greece.
Hey, Greece. Yeah. Ooh, Greece was on my bucket list too, just as a side point. I really want to get over there. So beautiful.
Me
Anyway,
too. And you got to come to Australia. If you've
I
never
do want to
been.
come. Well, hello. Well, I need to go to Australia, but also I really need to go to New Zealand so I can do all the Lord of the Rings nerdy shit.
Oh, me too. I know.
Okay, great. We'll go together. Let's set that up, Dan.
Oh,
Let's go.
seriously, I can't. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan as well, nerd. So, yeah, I've been to New Zealand, but I just haven't done
Really?
that. Haven't done that Hobbit stuff. So that'd be cool. But
It
yeah.
will really be a real life Lady D experience for me going to Hobbiton, I feel, where I will just have to like my way under every door frame. So maybe we'll film some content there of
Yeah.
Lady D in real life.
Yeah. The question was strong
Thank
women,
you.
strong tall women. Hey,
Great.
it's just two mates hanging out. All right.
You're
mates
getting the
hanging
hang
out.
of it now. You're getting to know me. You knew before I even had to ask to repeat the question. Great. Tall ladies. Yeah, I think it's great. It's high time, high time for tall women to get some recognition and to get some love and to feel like they are sexy and powerful. And yeah, I'm here for it.
Love it. Okay. Prepare for this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Why do you think Lady D is such a bitch?
Oh.
Well, you're just telling that to Lady D herself, so watch your mouth, Asmaruth.
Well, I don't think she is. And this gets back to how to play a villain. I can't believe that she's a bitch because these things are meaningful to her. She's not going out there being like, I'm going to be a bitch to everyone and I'm a bitch to you and you and you and you. She acts the way that she acts because things are happening to her. So it's about understanding her motivation internally. Somebody just killed her daughters. So yeah, she's going to be a quote unquote bitch, but really she's not being a bitch. Really, she is grieving and she is going after the person that has killed her family and fighting for her family.
It's funny, all the villains in this game, if you call them lords, they've all got they've all got motivations. They're not really villains if you think about it. Like they are, but they're not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Again, this gets back to the writing of Capcom. I mean, how cool is that? Everyone is so three-dimensional and fleshed out and has their own story, which is super cool. I think that's why the game is so successful. There's always something to find.
Yeah. I felt like every villain felt like a Broadway musical character. Very open and with their emotions, but made the game super charming and demented from ABS.
Ooh. I love that. Can we also now, like for all of our composers and musicians out there, can we make a Resident Evil musical? Let's go.
that'd be
I want to
cool.
see that.
Yeah, you probably got requests to sing as Lady D, haven't you, before? With your background singing and
haven't, but
No, you haven't?
now that you've said that here, I'm sure I will now.
whoops.
I do
sorry.
I want to put out some stuff. I do want to put out some content. I'm trying to think about yeah.
If you need to
Yeah,
workshop content, I'm happy to help, all right?
Oh, dope. Great. So we'll be accountability buddies for early bedtimes, for getting enough sleep, and now I'll hit you up for some content.
But I think when it comes to sleep, I'd be willing to bet you're an early riser.
Well, no, my natural state is night owl. My natural state is pretty vampiric.
Same as me. There you go.
Oh my God, so cute.
got so much in
This
common,
twinning.
girl.
Oh my God. Yes, girl.
Thank you so much for becoming a member, Nemesis Cage. Who came up with the idea of Lady D slapping her enemies out of the way? Did you actually mocap that? That's what I want to ask you as well. Did you mocap her walking around at all? And doing all that sort of stuff, the movements and the clawing attack. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Because it
think
feels
so.
like you. It feels like you, but it might not be.
I don't think so. I mean, I did do some little things in the volume that weren't the actual cutscenes that we were there to film. Just little. So I wonder if maybe that was one of those, but I honestly don't remember because I have the memory of a goldfish.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think that was
could be
me.
a
I'm going to give credit
possibility.
to the animators on that one.
Could be a possibility. Yep. Indigo, how do you feel about the LGBT community? We just mentioned that. Fantastic. Hi, Maggie and Dan. Glad I've come to the stream today. Thank you so much, Guz. Nemesis, thank you. You're amazing. Looking forward to your future work. Thank you, Nemesis. Mind Slug, Maggie, in your opinion, what year is the best vintage year for a good old bottle of Sanguis Virginis? Have I said that right or what? Have I butchered
I'm proud
it?
of you. A+, you crushed it.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh. Yes. Well, I would have to think. I don't know. Do you think virgin's blood would be better when it's fresh or after it's sat for a bit? I feel like
I prefer them fresh, personally.
Yeah, I would say fresh is probably best.
Oh man.
In my expert opinion of all the virgin's blood I drink. Yes, fresh, absolutely, darling.
Jenna, thank you, Jenna.
Oh God, we have the giggles now. We're in it.
Are you all right to keep going, by the way, Maggie? Because there's so many questions to get through.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool.
Give me more questions like, what's your political opinion on carrot?
Yeah, please, guys. Wacky question. Zeke, Maggie, this is Zeke. And congratulations on an amazing performance.
Thank you, Zeke. Cool name, also.
Yeah.
I've always
Anything
loved the
that
letter
starts
Z.
with Z, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jinx.
Do you love the letter Z too?
Jinx.
Jinx. Dan. Stop it.
Miss Chips, would you ever consider doing video messages for your fans? Yeah, we just mentioned that earlier.
Yes, I am considering it. I should hopefully be on Cameo soon.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know, though. I will let you know. I'm working on it.
I hope that Lady DPS becomes a real thing so she can call me a stupid man for the wrong turn. Dominic.
I would love that.
Oh, far out. Please put the hat on from Alexander. It's too far away, Alex. Sorry.
Oh my God. I'd have to like get up out of this chair and walk 5 feet over there and then reach really high. It's so much work.
So demanding. Come on. We've got to be, we've got to keep
God.
our actors very energized.
I can't work like this. Do you know who I am, darling?
Oh, stop. I'm laughing too much. All right. Freddie. Maggie, did you meet Helena, the face model for Lady D?
I have not met her. We have exchanged messages in the interweb, through the interwebs, but I have not met her in person. But she is an absolute sweetheart and obviously so, so gorgeous. My God. So yeah, definitely go and show her all the love.
I will be interviewing her, so do you want me to say anything? Pass anything on?
Oh, tell her I say, hey, girl, hey. And you have to say it like that. I want you to be like, Maggie says, hey, girl, hey.
Okay. I'll do it for you.
Everyone here, hold him accountable to that.
Oh, they will now.
I know they will.
What was the plant's
You're
name?
like, and that's the last time I have Maggie on. She gets me to do weird shit.
What's this plant's name again? I've already forgotten.
Sophocles.
Sophocles.
Oh my God.
If Helena asks about the plant, I'll make sure to mention that as well.
Yeah.
Gore the Bull, someone already asked probably, but how do you take infinite, how do you take the initial insane amount of thirst that people had for Lady D? Yeah, we mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think it's pretty freaking hilarious. But I will say, like, what's nice about, I was a little worried when it first came out of like, oh my gosh, what kind of comments am I going to be getting? But overwhelmingly, the responses that I'm getting and the messages that I'm getting from people are super duper positive and just about the work itself and my performance, which is what I want to talk about. But yeah, I get it, man. She's a sexy character. She's badass. She's sexy. I totally get it.
Yeah. Who do you think, if it wasn't you, let's say in a movie, right, who would play Lady D, you reckon? In a Hollywood feature film. If it couldn't be you, who would you go with? Kate Blanchett or someone like that, or what?
Oh, I would love Kate Blanchett. Yeah. Or I don't know. I feel like who's the girl that plays Brienne of Tarth? The woman. Sorry, let's not get.
Oh, yeah.
I think she could do a pretty stunning job as well. And another badass tall lady who is such a phenomenal actress.
Great choice. I forgot her name too. Someone in the chat will say it. Yeah. No, she was awesome. She's quite tall as well. She might be taller than me.
She's over 6 foot something. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". Gwendolyn Christie. Gwendolyn Christie.
Gwendolyn Christie. Oh, fabulous name too. Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah, I'm 6'4". I reckon she probably beats me as well. Love your performance. Can't wait to see your future work, Maggie. How did you relax at the end of a long, stressful day?
Ooh. Well, this gets back into the self-care question. Love a hot bath, especially when you've got sore muscles. Got to put some of those Epsom salts in there. You got to just relax. I will say, when you're tall, there aren't a lot of bathtubs. I can only do the bath so much because there's only so much of my body that can fit into the tub. So you have to kind of go bit by bit and be like, okay, now I'm going to soak the legs. Now I can soak the rest, whatever. Anyway, probably too much information, but here we go. Here we are. But love a hot bath. I have a heating pad that I'll put on my back, or neck area. I love all that.
Aren't you exhausted after a mocap? You must be just stuffed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you're using every ounce of your body. You're on the whole time. You're using your muscles in very different ways, muscles that you didn't even know you had or sore, and you're like, oh my God, what even is this?
Be very taxing. Exhausting. I can imagine.
Yeah. I always schedule. I know that after I have a mocap shoot or something, the next day is recovery. Period.
Yeah,
you're not doing
they never do 2 in a row, do they?
I think we did do a couple in a row.
Oh, really?
Or maybe I had a day in between. I'm not sure. Again, I don't remember.
Goldfish is back. No.
The goldfish is back.
I can't believe you were in Beauty and the Beast. That's from Princess.
I know, isn't that fun?
Love your work, Maggie. You really inspire me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I wish the Dimitrescu family had been the final boss of the game. Because I love your character so much. Sunset, that's from. John C.
Hopefully we'll get more, Sunset. Hopefully we'll get more.
Team Dimitrescu or Team Heisenberg?
You're asking me this question? You come to me with this question? I won't even deign to respond.
I can't wait for you and Neil to hang out and do that signing. I can imagine the shit that's going to happen with you two.
It's going to be a blast.
Are you going to have someone fielding questions, or are you guys going to do it yourself, or what?
Yeah, I think we are going to have a moderator for sure.
Thank God.
That's a lot to do on your own.
I know.
You got to sign, you got to banter, you got to tech it up, whatever.
Yeah. Dominic, thank you for becoming a member. Scarfy, can you ask Maggie? We'll do that later, Scarfy. Thank you. Eva, the delivery you bought to Stupid Man Thing is the reason I bought the game. From Eva Roberts. There you go.
Thank you, Eva Roberts. That's very high praise. Thank you.
Jay, cheers for you, Dan and Maggie. That was the message. Thank you, Jade. Appreciate you being here.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Thank you, Guitar. Daniel Blake Morris. Thank you very much. Jose, thank you. Rain. Love your work as Lady D. Have you ever tried to voice other characters in the Lady D voice? Character swapping.
Ooh. No, but I will now. Thank you for that delicious idea.
Ari says, will you tell her about your song? Oh, you haven't heard my song about Lady D, have you, Maggie? My tribute song. I'm going to have to send it to you after. Yeah.
I don't get a live performance. What is this?
Oh,
You
no.
bringing me on your
No,
show?
Definitely not.
Live performance. That's way too long. Let me workshop that.
You're going to try and chant.
Sing it live. Sing it live. There we go. There's the one.
I'll send it to you after, but it's it's a song. It's a song. Let's just say that. You'll laugh. I played it earlier before you came on, and everyone was laughing.
You didn't have entrance music for me when I came on. You didn't.
That was the entrance music. That was the entrance.
But then I didn't get to hear it. It's all about me.
If you could assign a song to Lady D, which would you pick from Amy? That's a good one.
Oh.
You've gone blurry on us, by the way.
Ah, shit. Sorry.
That's all right.
Hold on.
Try this. It might work. This is what I do.
Oh, good. Hold on. And 1 and 2 and my back. Do.
No, you're not. That's weird.
Okay,
Bloody
good.
tech, eh?
Tech.
Frickin'
Hold
tech,
on.
mate.
I am blurry. How rude. Let me switch it off from that and then switch it back on. Hello.
There we go. That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah. Assign a song to Lady D. What would you pick? That's a
Is it
tough
lame
one.
if I say the monster mash? The monster mash.
Oh my goodness.
That's because I would like to see her. Thriller, da da da.
Someone's gonna make that now. You
Please,
know that.
please make that. I will die to see that.
Do you have a favorite accent or dialect you like to do, Maggie?
Probably because I lived in the UK. I love the British dialect. I do. There was someone from Scotland here, and I do love Scottish accents. I was had a friend
Scottish
of mine
accent.
who a Scottish accent. So there was a guy that I knew who was from Glasgow, and he said at one point there were some leftovers of something or other, and somebody asked him what to do with it, and he was like, "Just give it to the girls." The girls. I remember he said that, and I my eyes went wide, and me and my friend looked at each other, and we were like, "Girls, give it to the girls."
Yeah, I love that accent too. Oh, brilliant. But it's not as good as Australian. Come on.
Obviously.
Come on. What are your thoughts on the mysterious Duke?
The Duke is cool. The Duke. Let's put a liquid U in there. The Duke is very cool. I think he's a dope character.
Why?
Those are my thoughts.
Why do you think Lady D never goes in that room with the Duke? There's something
Probably the
going on
door's
there.
too small.
That's all it is. The door's too small.
The door's too small.
I think it's a gameplay mechanic, to be honest. But
yeah, like I didn't even know he existed until the game came out, and then I was like, ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I guess you never had any scenes, and you wouldn't really. They don't give you the script for the whole game, do they? So
They don't give us the whole script. I only had my scenes. So there's again this idea that the actors are the expert is so hilarious to me because most of the time we're freaking clueless. When in doubt, we know nothing.
Far out. It's every actor I've talked to says the same thing. They're just literally clueless. Especially
We're
for
just happy to
games.
be here.
Especially for games for some reason. Because it's so secretive, I think.
Yeah. Specifically with games, I'd say.
Yeah.
Totally clueless.
Did you have any idea what Lady D looked like before the mocap started from Killy?
Yeah, I think they showed us a picture of what they were planning to do for her. And I think the first day we were in the volume, they had a whole cute little presentation where we got to see everyone else's characters and show off a little bit, and that was super fun. We were all oohing and eyeing appropriately.
Because I remember they said that the daughters were originally witches. I think Becca told me that before they became vampires. So was was
Oh.
she ever a witch, or was she always 9'6" and tall with the hat? And I'm stretching your memory.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Booba dooba doo.
I've seen some.
I don't
art.
know if I ever
Yeah.
had that information. It might not just be a goldfish problem. It might just be I never had it to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any bloopers on set that you remember?
I don't know if we had any major bloopers, but certainly, I mean, they really threw me into the deep end on my first day because the first thing we shot, I think, or the first thing I shot was the big family scene with Mother Miranda and Heisenberg. And it was also the very first time I was saying Dimitrescu, and I had never heard the name. I didn't know the pronunciation until I arrived on set that day. That's when I finally got the official how-to. And I say that name. I say it like 5,000 times in that scene. And then I finally learned the name and I was like, okay. And I was that crazy person who in between takes, I would go and sit in the corner and plug my ears and I would just be like, Dimitrescu, 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 and just be an absolute psycho. Meeting people for the first time and behaving with totally psychotic behavior.
You're in the corner.
It's a miracle I have friends.
First day of set, you're in the corner, just
Dimitrescu. I think I even mentioned that to somebody and they were like, yeah, we know, Maggie. I was like, okay.
My cheeks are starting to hurt now from smiling.
Oh,
Thanks,
me too.
Maggie.
Ugh, you're welcome. I'm never going to smile for the rest of this thing again.
Chris Redfield in the chat says, Resident Evil 8 is your greatest work yet, Maggie.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Hello, Maggie. Much love from Brazil. The best line you delivered was when Lady D finds out that Cassandra is dead. You can hear and feel the nuances from frustrated, sadness, and fury. Just amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's heartbreaking to think about losing a child. So yeah, agreed.
Okay, this is a very weird question. Feel free to not answer it.
More carrots?
If your butt could dispense anything, what would it be? Mine would be cheese puffs, is the question. I'm sorry. I had to read it out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Maybe carrots out of the butt, so they both, so it comes together again. Political carrots.
Only political carrots. I refuse to have non-political carrots.
Here's another funny one. Is Lady D a light sleeper or a heavy sleeper? How many hours sleep does
everything
she get?
about her is heavy, so she's a heavy sleeper.
Oh, far out. I love your work and your personality. I also watched the behind the scenes of Mandalorian. My question is, are you excited for the book of Boba Fett?
Super duper excited. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tori, political opinions on Dan.
He's a goober.
A goofy goober.
A goofy goober. Where you're a goofy goober, yeah. We're a goofy goober.
We really appreciate your time, Maggie. We'll give you a couple more because I know you're a busy lady.
Okay.
With love from Russia, you're awesome, Maggie. Arthur Morgan says, love you, Maggie. Least
Love
Lattice
you.
says, Maggie, can you please roast Dan as the Lady D voice?
You guys are coming up with gold. What should I say, Dan?
You can call me a man thing, a miscreant.
This 6'4" miscreant who thinks he can interview me and have me on his show.
Your dream role, Maggie, from Big Riz. If you could pick a role. I think you mentioned one before, didn't you? Maybe in a movie, maybe, or a character, game.
Kate Blanchett is my dream role. Pretty much anything she's ever in. Obviously, I would love to be Galadriel. Oh my God, that would be a dream come true. Or an elf of any kind. But also like Hela in Thor Ragnarok is so badass and sexy. That move she does when she like pushes her hair back and then her prongs
Great movie.
come out. Great movie.
Mm.
I laughed my ass off. It was
Have you seen
big
more of Taika Waititi's work? I recommend it if you
yeah.
haven't. Yeah.
What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good, isn't it?
So fun. So fun. I haven't
Brilliant.
watched the new TV show that they made on Hulu. Have you?
No, I haven't. I've only seen the movie, but geez, it's funny.
It's so funny. Yeah, his humor is so great.
Yeah, Jojo Rabbit, another good movie from him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
on fire.
He really is. He's killing it.
Maggie, have you seen Markiplier's reaction to Lady D? Markiplier's a big YouTuber. If you,
I have.
yeah,
I have seen it. Yeah.
yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
How come nobody told me? I mean, Jesus. I mean,
He's got a great voice, that guy. I tell you.
that was the second he opened mouth, I was like, oh my God. Yes.
You would have seen some of the crazy videos on this character, right? I'm not going to go into specifics on the videos, but you would have seen some funny videos. Let's call them that.
You mean recently funny videos?
Yeah.
Mods and whatnot?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you referring to the infamous fart mod?
Oh,
or are you now?
Man, I am, yeah. So you do know about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you just
It
laugh? Are you
doesn't
just
matter.
laughing?
Oh yeah. And like
Yeah.
fart jokes, potty humor, it doesn't matter how old you get. That shit is funny.
It is. It is.
I don't know what it is, but you can't help yourself.
Yeah. And even the fly swatter, I mean, it's stupid, but it's funny.
I like the most recent one I watched is when her hat gets bigger and bigger every time.
I've got to check that
Look,
out.
that
Yeah.
made me chuckle. It's
Yeah.
it's such a stupid joke, but it's so funny.
Yeah. Maggie, in your opinion, is the reason Lady D Castle... Okay, I'm not gonna finish that one. I'm gonna be careful. Maggie, what do you think of Lady D's sexuality, and what would Miranda refer to her as, first name or last name? Not sure how to respond to that one.
What does Mother Miranda call me? Well, I call her Mother Miranda.
Yeah. What does she call you by first name?
You know
Yeah.
what? Does she actually in the game?
No, but I'm guessing that she would.
I think she would, because she has the power in our relationship. So she could probably call me Alcina, but I would always refer to her with her title, Mother Miranda.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I've had so much fun, Maggie, the last hour and 45.
Me too.
I hope you have too.
It's been a blast. Y'all, some of these questions.
We're gonna have to do some more content together, Maggie. It's been too fun.
It's been a blast. Yeah, it's been super fun chatting. You are awesome. I want a Dan Allen pillow. Also, I'm just noticing you have your own pillow. Now I feel like I need to have a Maggie Robertson pillow. So let's all just make pillows with our own names on them.
It's a little, look, I didn't make it myself, so it's not that showboaty. I got it gifted, so I'm not that up myself.
cute.
You know what I mean?
If you were, that'd be okay. This is a safe space, okay?
If I made it for myself, I feel like it's a bit more love me. But
Yeah.
I got it gifted, so it's not too bad.
Super cute. Sophocles loves it too. He told me.
Far out. So upcoming projects, you've got 2 live signings, one with Neil Heisenberg and one with the lovely Dimitrescu daughters.
Mm-hmm.
They're very soon. You make sure you follow her, guys. Instagram, Twitter, Maggiethebard. What else am I missing?
I think that's it. Why, one day I will get onto Cameo.
Yep.
But those are kind of the big updates. Those are the big things I'm working on.
And you are working
yeah.
on other projects that you can't talk about, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
And auditioning, which is really the actor's main job. I'm just doing a ton of auditioning. But yeah, I had another mocap shoot the other week. So that was fun.
Love it.
It's like play day.
anything else you want to say to the fans while they're here?
You guys are amazing. I'm honestly blown away every day by something new that someone says or tells me or creates. So really, you are the most special part of this whole adventure that I've been on with this game for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Amazing. Well, it's been a blast, and hopefully it's not the last time we do it, Maggie.
Agreed.
So before I go...
See you in Australia. Heyo.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Before I go, can we get Lady D to close this one out?
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Dan Allen Gaming. What a lovely boy he is. I don't know.
Is that your Lady D voice?
I don't know. Please
we can
help.
workshop it.
Yeah, we can
call me. We'll work on it.
Yeah, it needs a lot of work, actually. Yeah, a lot of work.
Okay. Dan Allen Gaming. He's a lovely boy.
Hey, you said it like me. There you go. You said it like me. No. Well, Meg, I'll let you go. But again, thank you so much for taking the time and answering all these funny, wacky, and great questions. We really.
I had a
appreciate
blast. Yeah, you guys brought the heat. You brought the fun, but then you also brought the good, meaty, juicy stuff that we got into. So yeah, it's super fun.
You never thought you were going to be talking about political carrots, did you?
Political carrots coming out of people's butts. Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure you also check out Maggie on Nicole Tompkins' Twitch channel. They're going to be playing through the second half of the Dimitrescu Castle section. I'm going to be tuning into that. I can't wait. And yeah, all the best, Maggie. I'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on. Have a great rest of your day, night. What time is it for you? Where are you? Who are you?
9:50 a.m.
a.m. Wow. Yeah. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy
Thank you.
The whole
and make
day.
sure you sleep more than 8 hours tonight. All right.
Thank you. I'll be checking in on you as well. Yep.
All right. See you, Maggie. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
There you have it, guys. Maggie Robertson. And thank you all for the super chats and donations and questions. You got to bear with me, guys. I tried to get to as many as I could, in a short time frame. So please, it's tough to do that. So thank you to the mods page, Tio. Really appreciate you guys, James, Santi. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I thought that was so fun. I mean, I never laughed so hard in an interview. My cheeks are actually sore from laughing. They're actually sore. Thank you. No, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're also subscribed. Yeah, subscribed, right? To the channel. You've left a like? Yeah, thanks. Thank you if you haven't already. She was amazing. She really was. I was blushing too much, Mitch. I can't believe she saw the mods too. That's so good. I love that. No, not my butt cheeks, Sean. These cheeks hurt. These cheeks from laughing. Oh, far out. She's really good to chat with. She really is such a great girl. Oh man, and this will be a VOD. If you're joining late, you can go back and I'll get some timestamps up. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask my questions. Jack, thanks for the great questions, mate. I appreciate it. Freddie, again, thank you, mate. I love the political carrot question, man. That was so funny. Back to Gaming, thank you again for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Luminous Lollipop, great name, and thank you for becoming a member. Andrew Johnson, thank you for the 2, brother. I appreciate it, man. As always, supporting the show. I really appreciate it. And she also saw Markiplier's reaction. Like, we got to a lot of good stuff in that interview. Biggest fan from Bangladesh. Thank you, mate. I'm excited for the Nicole Tom. We've got Nicole Tompkins coming on a couple of days, guys, who is Daniela Dimitrescu. She's also Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3 Remake. We're going to be chatting with her for what's going to be another awesome chat, so I hope you stick around for that as well, guys. And plenty more Resident Evil content on its way. You're amazing, Dan, in every way. All the streams are amazing. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dan, for having her on. It was my pleasure. Pelumbra. Great to have you in here. Hey, Dan, I sub to you. You're the best. Looking forward to Resident Evil series Arm of the Dead film. Oh, am I? Yeah, I'm going to watch Army of Dead today, mate. So I'll let you know how I go. I'm looking forward to that with Batista. He's a great guy from all accounts that I've heard of. Dan, has anyone told you you look like Courage? No, no one has. First time donating. I bought the game. Your butt fart mod reaction. Yeah, I wonder if she saw that video. No worries. And sorry if I didn't get to your question, guys. I tried to get to as many as possible. Get some 8 hours sleep, Dan. Exactly. Storm Rider, thank you, man. I'm looking forward to it too. Bonjour from France. Bonjour. You have so much charisma in the interviews. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That was amazing. Thanks for the interview, Dan. Oh, thank you. Get Batista on. All right, I'll call him up now, hey? Yeah. The Twitch channel is Nicole Tompkins if you want to see more of Maggie playing through the game, which I know I'll be checking out. So you look for my name in the comments of that stream. But, yeah. E. Washington. You'll soon have 1 million subscribers by the end of 2021. E. Washington. Oh, I'd love to, mate. I don't think I'll grow that much, but I appreciate it. For anyone that's subscribed. David, I've subscribed. Thank you. Dave, appreciate it. Helena Mankowska, guys. We've got her on next week, who is the face of Lady D. So I hope you'll join for that as well. That's going to be a blast. Ridiculous Nicholas. Busty Mummy, Hidden Dragon, let's go. Yeah. Thanks so much, Dan, for taking the time out to please and entertain others such as you did with Maggie and us today. I love your work and what you do, man. I really appreciate it. A machine that goes ding. Great name. And thank you. B, thank you. Sophocles. Is that the name of the plant? Sophocles. It's just giving me the hardest name. Far out. You're very respectful in your interviews. Yeah, I try to be as respectful as possible. And we had a lot of, stupid questions that you wouldn't want to read out. So you got to be careful what you say. Have a great rest of your day. You too. Thank you. How did she come up with Sophocles? I don't know. She's got a crazy brain like me. She's an absolute sweetheart. Yeah, she was great. She was great, C-Tune. Mitch. Dan, amazing as always. You've managed to have more viewers than Residents of Evil. Yeah, wow. Thanks, Mitch. Yeah, and that's a pretty good channel over there that do Resident Evil stuff. So that's a pretty good feat, isn't it? I didn't have as many subscribers as them either. I subscribe. Sahan, thank you. I can't even say it. You better write down the name. I know. I'm going to have to write it down. Thank you, Victoria, for subscribing. I appreciate it. I love this man. Hey, Paddy Plays. Thank you, man. I think I've seen some of your interviews, man, with Rob and that. Great to have you in here, man. Shanti. Is that how you say your name? You let me know. It's a Greek philosopher, Jade. Oh, okay. Can you recreate the Lady D fart mod right now in real life? That might be the weirdest question I've ever heard. And the answer is no. I'm so sorry. Solar Flower subbed. I love your streams. They make my day better. Thank you, Solar. Thank you. Cameron, thank you. Great show, Dan. Appreciate it. Super great. You think you'll get Ashley Johnson on, Dan? I'd love to. Love to get Ashley Johnson on. She's incredible what she does in The Last of Us as Ashley. Ashley plays Ashley. Oh, far out. As Ellie. Will you do more videos with Maggie, perhaps Becca and Nicole? A Dimitrescu tea party. That'd be good. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm going to do something with Maggie. I'm thinking we do, you know, some behind the scenes, maybe react to some of the scenes live. So we get her in and we react to some of these specific scenes. I think that makes it for a great little series. What do you think, guys think? Almost right. It's pronounced Shantae. Shantae. Thank you, Shantae. Dan, you are my man. Samuel. Cheers. Hendrix, cheers. Albie, I subscribe. Thank you. That's my next video, is it? Fabrizio. Lady D Fart compilation 4K HDR 1080p 360 Sony technology. Thanks, Ari. Maggie reacting to your song. Good one, Ari. Yeah. That's a good idea. Can't believe it's 10 a.m. in Australia. You got real dedication for the interviews. Yeah, I get up early, man. I get up early. Dan, you've been a huge inspiration for me, man. Thanks for the amazing content you provided us all, dude. Thank you, Patty. Appreciate it. Keep kicking ass, man. Thanks for an amazing interview. Have a lovely day. I need to go to bed. Work in 5 hours. ND, thanks for your dedication. I appreciate it. Laura Tar, good to have you in here as always. Can you interview Joseph David? I don't know of his work. Please send me his details over on my Twitter or Instagram. If you haven't already, guys, follow me Instagram and Twitter, Dan Allen Gaming. I could really use you and I really appreciate it. So thank you if you do go over there and follow. Thanks for not only screwing up my name, but not asking my question. Mate, as I said, mate, I couldn't get to them all, and I'm terrible with names, so you'll have to forgive me. You got up early to watch? Thank you, as a cat. Chat, I'm on my 10th playthrough in Village. Send help, please. Why are you on your 10th playthrough? You're just loving it that much. Back to your gaming. How's the progress with Todd? We haven't progressed any further, unfortunately. I've sent him all your lovely messages about how much you want him on, and he's yet to respond. But again, he's a very private guy, and we'll be respectful of that, guys. If he doesn't want to come on, I know people have asked maybe have him on and get him to hide his face. I don't think that's the issue. I just think, in general, he's quite a private guy. If a second interview is going to be a thing, Rob Weedoff is... Yeah. Rob Weedoff and I are going to do another one. So that's obviously John Marsden. We're going to do another one and we're going to raise some money next time we do it. So stay tuned for that, guys. That's happening this year as well. He's too secretive. Yeah. You got to ask to join the Dimitrescu family and the plant. What did you think of Maggie, Dan? I thought she was awesome. Great guest, great answers, lots of fun, lots of laughs. That's all you can ask for, you know. That's all you can ask for from a guest, guys. And that's a tough thing for me. Trying to read questions and read chat while conversing with her can be a very tough thing. And keeping it entertaining. So you do have to bear with me at times, guys. I try to do the best I can. and I hope you enjoy it. Awesome interview, Dan. This was fun. I found your YouTube from Resident Evil. I love this game. I love Dimitrescu. Yeah, me too, Lightning. Me too. Love the game. It's my game of the year. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's my favorite game of the year so far. It's a fantastic game. It's got some slack, but I just find it so fun. Super fun, replayable. Who plays Donna? Yeah, I probably will get her on if she'd come on. Saint Bernal, I had a great time. Amazing interview. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Lady DPS. I know. What house would I join? I'd join Moreau. Arrow. I'd join Moreau and help him out. The poor guy. Bloody hell, it's cold in Sydney. It's fucking freezing, Chad, in Melbourne. Absolutely fucking freezing. Freezing me tits off. Dan the Handyman. Jose. Best interview ever. Thank you, Sabrina. Don't forget to say, hey girl, hey, when you interview Helena. So you're going to hold me to that, Mitch? You better hold me to it. Have I played RE8? What's my favorite part? Of course I've played RE8. My favorite part is... Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know, man. I liked a lot of the game. I wanted her to record a ringtone for me. Yeah, guys, for personal messages, she's going to open up a Cameo eventually. So if you didn't get one today from here, you'll be able to get one from her anyway eventually. So just stay tuned for that. You're a good lad, Dan. Thank you, Crusader. Thanks, Zach. Any other great horror games you should recommend? Outlast, Pete. Play Outlast. Yeah, Outlast 1 and 2. Very, very creepy games. Very creepy. Give them a crack if you haven't. The wolves called... are they lichens? No? Remember the tree's name? Sarcophagus. Sarah, how are you? I've been watching your content ever since RE8 got released, and I can say that they're all awesome. Right now I'm watching the stream while drawing. Oh, that's great. Send me some of your art. I'd love to see it. Greensome, thank you. I'd love to join House Benavito. Yeah, that's a creepy section of the game, isn't it, Andrew? Dan, do you have a name for your plant? We do now. Sarcophagus. Can't even say it right. Far out. Even though I came for Lady D, the entire game as a whole was great. I agree, Lightning. Sophocles. Is that what it is, Helen? JB, one thing to say, Dan, you did great. You're a cool guy. Thanks, JB. Appreciate it. Muhammad. How are you? Dan, would you have teamed up with Heisenberg near the end? DW. I would have teamed up with him. Yeah. I would have teamed up with him. Hey Dan, came across your short video showing the Mistress Donna. Oh, you found the video. Yeah, I might do a video on that. I was wrong. It's an ancient Greek tragedy playwright. There you go, Jade. See you, Ari. Take care. Why'd she have to do you like that? That's one hard name. I know, she really did us dirty, didn't she? I'm good, Weeds. How are you, man? You didn't know I did an interview with Vito? Yeah, I've done plenty of Vito, man. I've done interviews with all the Cyberbug cast, Call of Duty cast, Red Dead, some guys over there. You name it. Just check out the playlist. Plenty of content. Just imagine Harry Potter, but the four lords on Village turned into Hogwarts houses. Hey, I'm looking forward to that Harry Potter game. Next year, I believe it's called Hogwarts Legacy. I reckon I might cover it on the channel. Have you contacted Jesse Pimentel for an interview? I have, and we're working that out. Moreau is coming on. I've also been in contact with the Hag from Resident Evil Village. Did you want to see that, guys, with the Hag? You let me know. Will I play Outlast Trials? Yeah, man. I'm going to play Outlast Trials if it's good. Hopefully it's good, hey? I'm keen. I'm reading the chat, Serial. I'm reading it. I can't wait to see Neil and Maggie interact. I want to see more brother and sister fighting Minotaur. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, Just Vincent, it is coming soon. Take care, Northern Nerdcast. Again, thank you for the support, becoming a member. Appreciate it, mate. Really appreciate it, mate. Take care. You love the Chris Baby mod. I love it too. The Hag would be interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting, Daniel, you reckon? Am I aware of some behind the scenes footage coming out, some other key scenes? Are you asking me if there's going to be more? DW? Just let me know. Don't worry. Roman, Dan the Cutie. I'm glad you think so, Roman. What's your favourite horror movie of all time? You know what? The Conjuring 1 is up there for me. I thought it was a very good horror film. That's just my opinion. I thought it was really good. The first one. Conjuring 1. I'm good, Jonathan. How are you? DLC for Resident Evil 8? I'm sure there will be, AC. I'm sure there will be eventually. Yeah, it's just too much of a big game, and they've just done so well with it that I'm sure it's coming soon, yeah. Yeah, that was a question for you. No, I'm not. I don't think they have any more behind-the-scenes footage to release at this stage, no. So unfortunately, what you see is what you get. I'd love to see more, though. I hope they do. Donna's face reveal is beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look soon. What was my thoughts when I saw Lady D for the first time, Red Sniper? When I first saw her, I knew, looking at the character from head to toe, that she was going to blow up. I thought, yeah, this character is going to be huge. There's no doubt. There's going to be so many funny videos on this character. And what do you know? I mean, not to this degree did I think, not this amount of love. But I knew that people were going to love this character just from the look of her, let alone the performance, where Maggie just knocks it out of the park. I've said it before, saying there's no one could do it better. She's just perfect for the role, and so yeah, you could just see. But I just wanted to see more. We just wanted more, didn't we? So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get more soon. Cheers, Swole. Take care. Swole Banana. Did you know the set of Conjuring was haunted in real life? Yeah, I know that Lorraine? She's a real person. I think she passed away this year or last, but she was a real person. They were sort of real stories. I don't know how real, obviously, but supposedly real stories. Thank you for the content you give me about this game and your interviews. Love your work. Beautiful person, Dan. Take care. Appreciate it. Take care. And thank you. Huge simple load. Who isn't a simp for her, eh? Who would I kill and who would die? Who would I save if I had the choice, Pegasus? I'd definitely keep Lady D alive, and I'd keep Heisenberg alive for sure. 100%. Tio, you're doing a great job, mate. Thank you. But I don't know where your friend Brad is. He's gone missing. Can't wait for the Helena interview. It's going to be good, guys. Of course, we've got Helena, the face of Lady D, coming on. And we've got Daniela Dimitrescu, Nicole Tompkins. Those two are lined up. And more to be announced soon. Have I interviewed the Duke, bro? I have. I have interviewed the Duke. You can check that out on my channel. Would you like to team up with Lady D? Yeah, I would. Who wouldn't? You live when The Conjuring takes place, or near? Really, Zach? Shit, I'd be running a different direction, brother. So the cast must already be on NDDA for only DLCs. Exactly, if they were doing DLCs. I mean, she just mentioned that she was in the mocap. Now, you know, you could speculate that's for more Lady D, so we don't know. We don't know. You never know. Could be. It could be. And let's hope so. Let's hope so. I can't wait for more interviews like this. Greensome. There'll be plenty more, mate. Plenty more from all your favourite games. So, guys, a quick question. What games are you looking forward to that are coming out this year? Are you looking forward to Call of Duty, Battlefield, Far Cry 6, Horizon Forbidden West, Ratchet and Clank, Kena Bridge of Spirits? What are you looking forward to so I can know what to cover on the channel and who to get on next? You let me know in the comments now what games you're looking forward to. E. Washington Battlefield, Final Fantasy, Dying Light 2. No love for Moreau and Angie. I love them too, don't worry. Kena looks fun. Back for Blood. Far Cry 6 for me. Horizon, Ratchet, and Final Fantasy 7. You got a PS5 page? God of War Ragnarok ain't coming this year. I remember putting a tweet out saying I'll give you $10 if it comes out. And I said, if God of War comes out this year, I'll give everyone that likes this tweet $100. And about 20,000 people liked it. So I'm owing about $20 million if it comes out this year. Scarlet Nexus, Friday the 13th. Five Nights at Freddy's. Evil Dead game. Juan Carlo Esposito. Oh, that'd be a good interview, wouldn't it? You do have one page. Nice. PS5, eh? Battlefield 6, New Con, Horizon. Cool. What Resident Evil movie is the best? I'm not sure any of them are that great, Cody, unfortunately. I got to watch them again. Could you interview the current Ada Wong voice about Resident Evil 8 DLC? Who is the voice at the moment? Dad, big fan. Hope you mentioned my name once. Jan Miko Nulal. I probably butchered it, but there you go, mate. I'm still waiting on Cyberpunk after finishing. Yeah, Cyberpunk's still in a bit of a bad shape, so maybe come back. Favorite character for me is Lady D. Lady Dimitrescu. You're simply the best. Oh, Lady D. Oh, Lady D. Dimitrescu. You're simply the best. Interview the baby. Alright, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you again for stopping by. You can become a member of the channel. If you could do me a favor, guys, I'd really appreciate it. I want a favor from you guys. If you could head over to the Discord and head on in, get into the Discord, make yourself at home, and then after that, head to Instagram and Twitter and follow me on both those platforms. I'd really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure, guys, again, giving you this content. I hope you enjoyed this exclusive one-on-one interview with Lady D herself, Maggie Robertson. There'll be plenty more to come, and we hopefully will be able to collaborate with her further in the future. All right, guys. See, I've got no green screen now, so this is how you expose yourself. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good one.